praise.
The glory and honor is on the begotten beloved Son. How the family doing this Shabbat? Everybody good?
Yes,
We good, worse.
Bless.
We can be better too.
Right.
God praise the Most High allows your soul to return to your flesh.
That's right.
That means you woke up this morning.
Yes, sir.
Many folks died last night, so I'm about to give them praise. Brother Yakeem put together a lesson for us. Keys to a burning house. Sound crazy, don't it? Would you purchase a house that was burning? You said, ooh, I just came up. I moved out my little one-bedroom studio apartment. I got my keys, Hebrew. Hey, what you did? But the house on fire. Right. Sound crazy, don't it? Dang, would you get the keys to, would you be willing to move into a burning house? You sure? I don't know, man. The mindset of our people today, I don't know. You may have just been integrated into a burning house and don't even know it. Nehemiah, break that in your house. I think you've heard that before, brother. Expound, brother, please.
So what happened is, Martin Luther King, you know, his whole thing was to integrate, right? But if you read these scriptures, the Most High wanted us to be separate in action. So in the integration toward his end, he realized, he said, I believe I have integrated my people into a burning building. You can Google it. Martin King realized, and also he started going on record seeking no more integration, but a private set of land, property, so we can start building our cities. As it should be. Whenever you look throughout history, whenever you look post-slavery, you'll see Kinloch, Wellston, what you would call Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street, Fort Moses, Rosewood, definitely. All these were thriving black communities that were self-sufficient, self-sustaining. When they went in there, they bombed them, destroyed them, and blew them up. Then they built interstates in between and gave you permission to go shop with the white man. So now, where if you get your paycheck, it is now on record that the black man only holds his money in his community for 6 hours. 6 hours. When you have the Chinese, they do it longer. They do it 27 to 29 days. The Jewish so-called community do it 12 to 20 days. So we don't even hold our money in our community no more. That's why you can't build them in your community. If you want to fight this enemy, then I'm going to something to tell you. You have to talk his language, and you got to deal with him on his level.
Shalom,
you see what I'm saying? Shalom. So you have to take your money. If you don't even have it in your neighborhood, we now can shop without a building. Find somebody that sells something you need, and it looks like us, it's from us. Just bring your money out. You see what I'm saying? And that's the way you deal with it. So you want to come to this realization on the back end, how to integrate myself into a burning building. So, real quick, give me that Lamentations 4:17. And see what happens.
And it sounds, you know what I'm saying? It sounds like, of course I would never, buy a burning house. Well, I would never think, this is the American dream, white picket fences, lilies planted out front. Right. Good old suburbia, kiddos playing outside. Gave my children the world. But you never really inspected the house, understand? Like, what if the house got foundational problems? What if the roof is leaking? What if that mold is reeking so bad you can smell it from outside? What if on the outside the house looks good, but the inside is the graveyard? You know what I'm saying? Now you say, of course not. I would never buy a house before I inspect it. But why have you bought into the American dream without inspecting? Right. You know what I'm saying? That you have been compromised into believing in the burning house.
And the crazy thing is, like, you watch the news every day, you know the history, you see your brothers get laid down in the street every day, you see how they do you work in slavery, sun up to sundown, and you, in your own mind, you know that there's a lot of injustice that's been done, that ain't no recompense been done. But we all know what goes up must what? We all know whatever you sow, you what? Reap. So how is this beast doing all this stuff and ain't nothing coming back? So it's coming. It's inevitable. It's coming. It gotta happen. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, if this thing gotta happen, why are we so in love with this thing? When we know destruction is coming. And remember, he destroyed the earth by water, right? Twice. This time is going to be fire. So now we're seeing what this burning house is. But y'all got the keys to it. Steady unlock, ain't doing no inspection. Got the key to the burning house. So y'all so infatuated by the keys, you know, kind of like when you first get a new car. As soon as you get them keys, you don't be tripping about the oil pan probably off of underneath it. Probably got a blown head gasket, but you have a car, so you happy off the car, right? Same thing with this house. You infatuated with the keys. But as soon as you put that key in that lock and you open that door, you be like, what the hell is going on? But the thing is, the Most High gives us telltale signs. We don't even inspect the outside of the house. Broken windows, the doors off the hinges, there's smoke coming from out the top of the windows, but we still happy that we got a house. God, because we got keys. So the keys to the burning house. Y'all got anything else? You can read the limitation.
Yeah, we're going to read the limitation.
Any questions too, before we actually dive into this through the prep of the class? So any questions anybody got? I know y'all heard about the Wisconsin, the chip up in Wisconsin. That company in Wisconsin, the first U.S. employer, to go ahead and start putting them chips on all the employees. And they so dumb, but they like, I can go to the vending machine and get Skittles. I just wave in my hand, you know what I'm saying? And you know, we got some brothers that we've been around, some brothers that we've been truthful a little bit. We got brothers that have been around for over 30 years. He's actually talking about the market of the beast before those ATMs. Many of y'all remember the mid-80s, there wasn't no ATMs up, right? You had to wait till the bank was open to go and get you some money. You know what I'm saying? So for someone to tell you back then, the time gonna come to where you ain't even have to go see the bank teller to get money. That seemed crazy back then. Now ATM is just the end thing, you know what I'm saying? Especially even back then, mid-80s, late 80s, they tell you like, look, all your financial transactions, all your health records, all your movements can be put on this, what's called an RFID chip, radio frequency identification tag, smaller than a grain of rice. And it's prepped for your right hand or your forehead. It's prepped for that. Right? Tell somebody that in the late 80s or the mid-80s, you be sounding crazy as hell. Like, what kind of sci-fi Twilight Zone show you watching? But now we see it's reality. Right? If y'all don't know, there's a company in Wisconsin that say, look, we putting the RFID chips on all our employees. And they stepping up accepting. So what that lets you know? You understand? You read about that in Revelation the 13th chapter, the mark of the beast. Now you so enthused, you know, dang, what are your goals in life? You're trying to get this going. You ain't realizing that, look, we on the cusp of the mark of the beast, and if you down with the Most High, you can't take it. There's a time coming to where you're going to have to say, you know what? This is a righteous rebellion. No deal, I can't deal with that. You feel me? And you have to part with your material possessions. That day coming, right? So you can't afford, nobody down here can afford to be in love with this burning house. Because all the signs let you know it's going up in smoke. If you down with the Most High, you can't take the mark of the beast. The casual society is coming. You see that? You got some people, whatever I got to do to feed my family, what we gonna do? What God you serve? Right. You see, when Elijah didn't have no food, the Most High told him to go over there by that river. I'm gonna have birds bring you some food. He went over there and the birds came and brought him some food. When we was in the wilderness, the Most High rained manna bread out the sky. So if you down with the Most High, you gone, he got his, right? You can't just be so scared, so attached to this burning house that you scared to stand up for what's real. It's in your face now. A company in Wisconsin putting the RFID chips on all their employees. And they desensitized. You go to the vending machine, scan your hand, get you a Snicker. You ain't got to stand in line no more. Everybody's like, oh yes. Yes, but look, that's Revelation the 13th chapter. Alright? You get over to Revelation 14 and talk about those that took it gonna be tormented in the presence of the Lamb by the holy angels. And their smoke gonna ascend up forever. And there's a time coming to where those gonna refuse it, the oil gonna come down, cut their head off. That's where we at. You be on someone, oh that sounds like spookism. Then why is it that this company in Wisconsin, the first company in the United States, putting it on their employees? How long do you think it's going to take for every company to follow suit?
Right. That's what I was going to say, because right now, they're saying it's voluntary.
Right.
But after they get another piece of chip, then it's going to be mandated. So if you want to work for our company, we paying good money, you got to get this chip or this mark or the chip. But then the other company's going to follow suit, and then it's just going to be across the board.
And look, let's not forget what happened 3 years ago. 18,000 guillotines, reverse guillotines, where you lay up and look at the blade chopping your head off. It's right on the shores of the U.S. You don't remember he ordered them? Obama ordered them? Yeah. What about the 25,000 coffins he ordered that can hold up to 9 people? Like, where's all this stuff at? It's in the U.S., but where is it at though? Yeah. Like they finna start pushing these laws. It's been written in the contract. They finna start pushing. Yeah. We seen it. They started, like you were saying, they make it look so desensitized like it ain't nothing. You know, you go to a vending machine and get a candy bar. You got to wave your hand.
Convenience.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Convenience. Your paycheck is in your hand now. But look, they've been doing it with our phones. Like whenever you get an iPhone, there's something called iPay. You know what I'm saying? When all you gotta do is walk up to the counter and you just swipe your phone and you pay and leave out. Or they call it phone walking and stuff. Like they've been doing it and it's been so quiet that you don't even know you into it. Like for instance, new computer. You can't buy a brand new laptop right now without, it gotta have a fingerprint on it. Otherwise you can't even get your laptop. All the laptops come with fingerprint. They started doing TVs the same way. Phone recognition. You know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead.
You see with your cards, like you used to swipe your cards and now they got the chip reading thing, you gotta put it in there, Walmart, and you get it, and you pull it out.
Insert the chip.
Right, it's a chip.
And it turns to robot. So look, what Malcolm was saying though, so you can't be in love with the burning house, right? So if you can't be in love with the burning house, what you put inside houses? Furniture, clothes, what safe, money, you know what I'm saying? Food. So anything inside of this house is burning as well. So that means anything that has something to do with this house, you have to be completely detached from. You can have no feelings and no emotions because once that chip comes and this house be burning, all these things can take away. If it's burning, and you gonna be the one to turn back like Lot while you did, trying to run back to the burning house. It's already burning. It's on the way up.
Can we hit some of this about the mark of the beast real quick?
Yeah. Then we get limitation. Then we get to that.
Can we just hit this mark of the beast real quick? Let's go to Revelation 13, y'all, just real quick. To show y'all where we at in this thing. Where we at. And then it's wild because any brothers that claim they don't believe in the Messiah, they ain't even talking about the mark of the beast. You feel me? Because in the letter, it ain't in the Old Testament. You can find it, you set everything together, going to the persecution of the saints and all that. But it's dead letter right in that New Testament Revelation about the mark of the beast. Right? You know you a Hebrew, but you got Hebrews teaching, go ahead and get that when it's about it. You got Hebrews actually teaching that. See what I'm saying? Not just Hebrews, you got so-called Christians in the tomorrow doctrine. You see that the bank that's down here on Martin King, that church down here, Friendly Temple on Martin King. Y'all see the bank they just built next to it? Yeah. They just attached the bank to the building. Right. So this thing is dead, really. You feel me? And if anybody got you thinking like, well, it's okay, that's what I need to do. No, what we need to do is depend on the Lord. Right? You understand? And be prepared to go through it. In the end, you get another fading kingdom. So what if you got to get persecuted and go through a little fire just to get eternal life? That's what's up. That's what's up. Somebody told you it was going to be smooth. Believe in Jesus and everything's going to be smooth for you. That ain't what the Bible says. The Bible says endure to the end, you shall be saved.
That's right.
Right? So if you got to endure or have some endurance, that means you're going to be going through something. Right? And then why y'all ain't raptured about it about that? I thought the rapture was real. Right. You know? That's for you folk that ain't saved. You're going to be raptured about it here. Man, I'm walking to beaches in Wisconsin right now.
Because according to the doctrine, it is before the mark of the beast comes.
Yeah. It's before tribulation. It's already here. Tribulation here.
It's already here.
Why you ain't sprouted wings and flew up out of here yet? Because that's false, man. Yeah, there's a gathering of the saints, but that's after tribulation. Yeah. You see that? Nothing escapes judgment. And that's just what it is. Do Revelation 13 real quick. You can grab it out.
Yeah, I got you.
16 to 18. I'm going to jump over to 14 too. 14.
Days is 49.
About those, you said what?
49.
In 9 and 14?
13.
I mean, how do y'all want to do it, bro?
You got 14 up for
Let's
Hebrew.
go to 13.
Oh.
Revelation 13, starting at verse 9. You know, huh? If any man have the ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Shall what?
Shall go into captivity.
That's New Testament, right?
That is New Testament.
Now that's the Lord let it be known. Whoever led someone into captivity is going into captivity.
Right.
You know about your whole, there's not a secret about how you got here and the hell you've been catching since you set foot on the shores of America.
Right.
But don't get emotional. What about little Billy and Muhammad and Abin? Look, whoever got at the choosing of Israel got an answer for that, man. That's just what it is. It's just what it is. It ain't no getting around it. There are those of other nations that will serve our God, but though these nations are going down, their back will be broken. You understand? It's just what it is. America would not be a close number 2 to the kingdom of God that's coming to earth. All kingdoms and dominions gonna bow and serve the Son of God.
Right.
When you done talking, Russia would not be a close number 2. Donald Trump in America won't be a close number 2. All dominions and kingdoms gonna be broken, and they will serve the Son of God.
And the crazy part is, we don't have, the Negro don't have a military, but we don't have power other than Yahweh to force our will to bring anybody into captivity. And this, all these other nations just not gonna just bow down and give their kingdom over. So that means it's gonna have to be a war. And it's not, we can't fight no war. We have no power in our hand. So that means it's gonna have to be supernatural to take this beast down. You know what I'm saying? And it will be by fire. So this same house that we all banging over, that we all done fell in love with, and everybody that got comfortable with, fact of the matter is going out. Like the America's out of money, the one where government is forming, the United States is setting up their alliance, like it is going down. Prophecy straight popping in front of us. And look, it's even getting so real, they showing you on the news now. They used to hide it. They straight putting it in your face. Because they know they look, they like, we got you niggas. Y'all gonna take it anyway. We got y'all. We can tell y'all the truth now. Y'all ain't going nowhere. Because the fact of the matter is, most of y'all know the house burning, y'all moved in anyway. So if the house is burning, y'all done moved in, when the house is burning down, what's gonna happen to you? Hey, you're gonna burn with it. And we just seen what he said, that the people that martyred the saints, the people that kept that stayed in iniquity and didn't repent, they said that they smoke was burning forever up until what? Up into the king. They said they're gonna be tormented. They smoke is gonna ascend on high. So like you're literally gonna burn. And some Negroes can't even touch a hot pot. Go ahead, bro.
They make all the sense. So read verse 10 again. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Beautiful.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
America has raped, robbed, murdered, and pillaged the entire globe. Everybody. So the judgment will be just when they come back. That is all it is. You know what I'm saying? Ain't even for you to get your feelings about it. It's just like, okay, well, if what goes up comes down, if you reap what you sow, then if America has sold rape, robbery, violence, bloodshed, what is it they gonna harvest? You know what I'm saying? It's on straight. I mean, anything short of that is not justice.
Right.
It's not judgment. It's not fair dealing. Right. But when you get into Revelation 18 and talk about that, fall of Babylon, daughter of Babylon, that's just what we get. Come on, Hebrew.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
You see what the saints are waiting on? You see what the saints believe? The true saints of the Most High? Here is the patience, meaning they're waiting on it. And here is the faith, meaning they believe that. They believe those that led them into captivity are going into captivity.
That's what they believe.
That's the patience and faith of the saints. You think the saints are just somebody with a fruit basket on their head tomorrow morning in the front pew. No, a saint is someone that's in covenant with the Lord, man. Right? And that's just righteous judgment when it's time for your oppressors to go down, man. That's just righteousness, you understand? What you do is what? Make sure you in good graces with the Most High by being obedient. You gotta be obedient. You can't just be like, yeah, all that's coming, but you still a wicked Negro doing whatever you want to do. Shooting up the hood, robbing folk, raping everybody. What you think your end gonna be?
You're doing the same thing that Babylon's doing.
Right.
Exactly. That's how Babylon establishes power. So you can't be mimicking them, envying your oppressor, choosing his ways. It's time for us to act like sons and daughters of God, man, and call on our God to defend us. What else is say, y'all?
Verse 11. And I behold another beast coming up out of the earth.
Wow.
And he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon.
Look, outwardly look good, look innocent, but when he speaks, it's satanic and demonic. He look like a lamb outwardly. Oh, so innocent, so cute. Everybody wants to get into America, but listen to his dog whistle politics. Listen to his policies. You understand? It look innocent, but when it's speaking, it's venom. What else you say, y'all?
Verse 12. And he exercises all power of the first beast before him, and causes the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed.
Going into the Roman Empire. See, this ain't nothing but Rome rebuilt again. Deadly wound was healed. That's all it is. Capitol Line Hill, that's Rome. Capitol Hill, that's Washington, D.C. Rome had a Senate. America has a Senate. Rome had a 2-party caste system. The plebeians and patricians. You got the Democrats and Republicans. Yeah, this ain't nothing but the wound that's been healed. And guess what? Through his policies, you worshiping the beast that was before it.
Got you worshiping all his gods. Janus, the 2-headed god. January.
Worshiping all his gods. You just watch it. Look into all the games.
Easter.
All the Coliseums and all the games and all that. It's a UFC fight tonight, ain't it? Who knows?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is, ain't it? Some of the bros gonna be watching that. So it's the same exact thing that's going on. Rome had a major highway called Appian's Way. Where we got Route 66. Same exact thing, man. Make no mistake about it. The deadly wound has been healed. What else to say, Hebrew?
Verse 13.
Yeah.
And he doeth one great wonder, so that he maketh the first come down from heaven.
Make it what come down?
Come down from heaven. Fire.
Yeah, come up first. That's not right. Come on, man. Yeah, stuff together, bro.
Verse 13 again. And he doeth great wonder.
Yeah.
So that he maketh fire come down from the heaven.
Wow. Now, you learned about that in school, didn't you? Yeah. What heathen on that $100 bill, they said made lightning, fire come down from heaven? What's his name, old Benny Frank? Supposedly, you know. But again, you still dealing with this beast right here. All right, what else to say, y'all?
From heaven on earth in the sight of men.
Yeah.
And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast.
Come on, Hebrew.
Saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live.
Yeah, now look, you in love with the American dream to this day. Yeah. That's the image everybody's in love with. You know, the white picket fences and the 3-story houses and the, you know, the image from, you know, your so-called slave master. Bro, say white Jesus and everything's A-OK. But when has everything been A-OK for you? Honestly. Never. Never. You know what I'm saying? You grew up being seduced by Wally Cleaver, Leave It to Beaver. You feel me? Everything just was fine, okay, wasn't no problems. You know, no, man. No. Behind that whole backdrop is the blood of your forefathers. The blood, the sweat, the tears, the rape, the castration, the lynching of forgotten people that still must be answered for. That's this burning house we dealing with today. That's the name of the class right here, Keys to a Burning House, that you so happy about today. 4th of July, you're flying the American flag, you're popping fireworks.
Dressed red, white.
Just last year, the day after 4th of July, our brother Philando Castile got gunned down. Up in Minnesota. Complying with the cops. Not fighting there. I'm a CCW, and he then got all scared and blasted, bro. Alton Sterling, what, a day after him? But you forget about that and pop your fireworks. See, this is the problem with our people, right? And this is how you know you've been compromised. You hate the oppression, right? But you love the system. You hate what's happening, but you still promote the system. The oppression is a byproduct of the very system that you under. Right. So if the oppression is wrong, the system is wrong too.
That's right.
It all got to come down. You feel me? You shouldn't be popping no fireworks knowing your brethren's blood is being bathed in the streets. What are we doing? And you're not independent.
Right.
Look at Frederick Douglass' speech back on July 4th, 1852. Man, that brother went off on them heathens when they invited him to speak at the White House steps on July 5th, 1852.
Please,
man, he went clean off on every last one of them. Why y'all even got me here speaking? So he had enough sense to know, look, man, I'm not about to get happy over the keys to a burning house, man. This thing going up in smoke. And never forget that. You feel me? It keeps you on point. It keeps you on guard. Other than that, you're going to get seduced. You're going to, kick on the back, feet on up, and you're going to forget about what's happening until it's at your front door.
Then you become involved.
Yeah, now he's an activist, you know. All right, let's finish this off, Hebrews, so we get to the lesson.
Verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
We in Revelation 13, y'all. Come on.
That the image of the beast should be both, I'm reading that again. That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Yeah, anybody stand up against America, they get out. Everybody. Saddam insane, Muammar Gaddafi, Osama bin Laden, that was fake, but anyway. Everybody that stand up, foreign and domestic, they get at them.
They call you anti-American.
Yeah. All right, come on, what else to say?
And he calls all, both small and great.
Oh,
rich,
some.
All.
Go ahead.
All. Both small and great.
Yeah.
Rich and poor.
Come on.
Free and bond. To receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
You look that word mark up, when y'all get a chance, it's going to let you know the etching of the skin, meaning to cut the skin away and insert something. That technology just came about a few decades ago. That's how you know they ain't talking about nothing 2,000 years ago. That's something we're going through right now. Again, a Wisconsin company just went on record to say they are RFID microchipping all their employees. You won't be able to buy, you won't be able to sell, you won't be able to do nothing unless you got this radio frequency identification tagger in your right hand or for the elite, your forehead. Right up here. That's what's coming. Man. They show you in all the movies. The Kingsman movie came out a couple years ago. Yep. Everybody was addicted to their cell phones. Yep. They're showing you right through the movies.
My corners chip.
And it's right here. Right in all your other. Insert the chip. Yep. You see? It's here. Go ahead, bro.
And you Negroes so in love with food and clothes and raiment and houses and ain't been fasting. I'm telling you, as soon as that food gets taken away, we're going to see a lot of Hebrews that look like they down. That's going to be like, look, go on, chip me up. Go on, I'll take the mark. You know what I'm saying? You're going to die anyway. I mean, death is promised. It's got to happen. So just to live a couple more, days to years, you're going to take the chip? All right? That's why we need to be practicing on fasting, practicing on praying, practicing on going without, because that's what they're going to use. All your desires, they're going to take and use against you, and they're going to give you the keys to the burning house. And you're going to be like, you know what? Can I move in today?
Well, that room ain't on fire.
Right, that room ain't on fire. Look,
chip me.
Hey, death is coming to the world. And he's coming with it says, the Lord is a man of war. He's coming back for war. Anybody that's not on his side is going down. Like I'm telling all these movies we've been seeing.
What up, God of Strip? Hey, shalom, y'all. Short leggers class. Y'all got these short leggers. Fathers, Julius Irvin looking Hebrew right here. Black power.
Hey, gotta watch. Get that little joker right there.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all got a short lecture class. Y'all gonna be learning little, you know, lessons. And Hebrew might have y'all doing push-ups.
Yeah, they even might.
He was a drill sergeant.
Yeah, that's right.
All good. All right, go ahead, Hebrew. Where we at?
Verse 17, Revelation chapter 13.
Yeah.
Verse 17.
Caste society is amongst us. Come on, Hebrew.
And that no man might buy or sell, saying, he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
So you have to be all the way down with Satan's society to even be able to do any type of buying or selling. To even take part in that economy, you're going to have to be all the way down. See? Go ahead, brother.
I've seen some Hebrews encouraging other Hebrews to kind of leave the city, move out to the country, you know, get some land, so
Yeah.
you think that's like a good idea, or I mean everybody ain't gonna get to it, but to live off the land, you know, like we used to.
Yeah. I mean, look, with some folks, that's an option. You understand? Like, but most of us city folk, you don't know nothing about no garden tools, using no hoes, you know what I'm saying, sowing and reaping. But all I'm saying is this right here, man. Even those that's living out the city, off the grid, so and so, right? Where you get your seeds from? Monsanto got a monopoly on all the seeds. All the seeds are genetically modified. Now, say, okay, well, I'm gonna get my seeds from Monsanto. How you gonna buy them?
Need money.
You see what I'm saying? The time coming where our oppressors is gonna empty their pockets with us, and we're gonna be forced to depend totally on our God, man. At that time, the playing field gonna be level. Guess what's gonna go out the window? All them little petty arguments you got, you know. My gas bill late, you know. Electric bill late. I ain't got no daycare fees. It's gonna force us to depend on our God and to really love our brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High can be with us, man. All we gotta do is check the record. Everywhere we done went, He done provided for us. So I know grid or whatever, but they coming for that too. There ain't no really such thing as off the grid. It really ain't. They ran fiber optic cables going back to 2007. They've been running fiber optic cables underground all over the planet. So everything's gridded. That's why you can get a internet signal in the Amazon rainforest now. Everything's gridded out. So you may think okay, let me move out the city, let me move right over here on the other side of Illinois, give me some land real quick. Man, they coming for all of it.
In the matrix.
You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. It's time for us to focus on our God. That's what it is. There ain't no salvation in nothing else. Like but I'm not against prepping though. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, hey, store you some food up or whatever. Get you some gold shekels, some silver. You know, but hey, the end game of that ain't salvation either. So if that ain't salvation, that means somebody know where that food at, they coming for it. You feel me? Now that's just what it is.
And think about this too though. Like we always just thinking about Babylon and the white man. When that food run out, how many Negroes gonna be trying to run up in your crib?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be a dog eat dog world for the crib. Like it's coming. But like the whole thing is, we gotta get death out of our head. Like that's what they forcing us with fear of death. And you know what I'm saying? We gotta get that out of our heads. We gotta get that all the way up out of our conscience. Because that's how people gonna be taking the mark. You scared, you get you know what I'm saying? Your stomach growl, you crying, you hungry. You know what I'm saying? You dying because your stomach growls. Got to get that out of our heads. Thirsty, your lips get a little chapped. You gonna take the mark. Then you know what I'm saying? Like we gotta get death out of our head. And then the thing is, if you are really scared to die, that either means two things. One, you really don't believe in the afterlife, or two, you believe in the afterlife, you just ain't got your stuff together. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, trying to weigh the options. Hey, real talk. You know what I'm saying? The fact of the matter is, everybody's gonna get presented that opportunity to get these keys to that burning house. Is you gonna take the keys or not? And a lot of people gonna take them, don't do no inspection or nothing, but knowing subconsciously that recompense must come. You can't just do a people like this for thousands of years and just think it's gonna, you know what I'm saying? What is the end game then? What? Like there's no kingdom for us? We get raped, beaten, castrated, burnt alive, and this is it? What about all the people that put their life down for us to be here right now? Like They don't get no reward, so something has gotta happen. We see it in all our lives. We always talk about, you throw a penny up, it's coming right back down. You shoot a bullet up, it's coming back down. For every action, there's a what? Reaction. So look, what is gonna happen to America, y'all? I mean, and it's going down fast. Just look at the stocks, look at the bonds. Turn on CNN, start reading that little blue strip at the bottom. It's going down. They are running out of money. They running out of money. They going more into debt. These wars coming, nuclear warfare, like it's all hurt. So we need to start detaching ourselves. Don't the script say come up out of her? So who is it talking about? Come up out of her. We got to get up out of her, because if we with her when she burned, guess who burning what? We are. Go ahead.
Hold on, brother. Thomas, you raising your hand.
The first one was 3 words, no location, salvation. The second one was 2 Corinthians, we just quoted, chapter 16, verse 17. Wherefore come out from among them.
Yeah, be ye separate.
And be ye separate.
Yeah.
And touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive.
Yeah, so and the coming out don't mean, again, you just flee into some unknown location that this beast ain't gritted out. In Revelation, it tell you that you be not partakers of our sins.
Yeah.
So you come about it by stop doing what your oppressor is doing. That's the quickest way for him to drop. Be the son or daughter God called you to be. Stop doing what your enemies are doing. The quickest way for them to drop. I mean, that's how you come up out of them and detach yourself spiritually from Babylon. Right? Our deliverance is going to be supernatural.
Yeah.
That's just what it is, man. But you can't be afraid. He ain't gave us the spirit of fear. Brother Daniel always bring that out. Fear is an acronym. False evidence appearing real. Yeah. All right, so come on, Hebrew, finish this off.
Verse 18.
Again, Revelation 13, talking about the mark of the beast. Talking about keys to a burning house. Talking about this Wisconsin company that just went on record and said they RFID chipping all their employees.
Yeah.
Right? So look, we at that threshold, y'all. We at a spot to where you finna have to make a decision.
Yeah.
Right? And you can act like, well, my babies needed Pampers.
Alright.
My woman was running her mouth, so it forced me to do it. Now you better stand on it. These next few scriptures we gonna show you the judgment for those that take the mark of the beast. Right? And some of those that got martyred because they refused to. But the end game is they get a never fading and everlasting kingdom. Right? So who would take a few seconds of pain for that? Right? Come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
And then, you know, we was reading a couple of weeks ago and heard the book of Maccabee talking about Eleazar.
Yeah.
It's an aged brother. He said, let his story be a testament to Israel. That he decided to go to that torture chamber rather than profane his body with pork or unclean meat. It's just that serious. That man went to the torture chamber. He said, let that be a memorial to Israel. So when something like this come up, you be ready for it.
Right, that's one piece of pork, boy. What about your house, your car,
that was one piece
your
of
children?
Pork. He went to the torture chamber for pork. Now, you know, the nigga would be like, let me get a double pork chop with some biscuit on the side.
Breaded pork chops.
That's a chili with that. You made a boo-boo eat.
Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast. For it is the number of a man.
Yeah.
And as a number is, and his number is 666.
That's where they get the 666 from. Right? And that's a whole nother topic as well. We're going into it's the number of a man. We're getting that some other time. But basically that's the number of the beast. You understand? The system that's promoting is already into play. And we got a company that's already pushing the actual RFID chip. So guess what? All the other companies gonna follow suit.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time before your little company. I have tenure.
Right.
I've been working with them for 20 years. Yeah, but the day coming when you're gonna be called into human resources. And we got this new system we you know what I'm saying, putting into play. You want in?
You want out?
No, I don't want to do that. Well, you can't work for us no more.
Yeah.
And you thinking, and the first thing you thinking about is my mortgage.
Yeah.
My woman gonna be mad, she ain't go shopping no more.
Think about the burning house, huh?
Yeah, you gonna be stripping off everything that you ain't supposed to be tripping. You supposed to be tripping off like, dang, the mark of the beast really here.
Yeah.
You did? It's time for us to gird up, man, and get through this tribulation so we can get this kingdom that's been promised to us. Yes, sir.
Yeah, our president, he has a son-in-law named Jared Kushner.
That's right.
And he has a company that owns the RFID chip.
You know the address to the company?
And you know what's crazy though?
Yeah. Jared Kushner, for y'all don't know, is the son-in-law to Donald Trump. You know, his name, it ain't Donald Trump, it's Donald Trump.
Right. And we all wigging out though, like this ain't been happening. This is just a company that's been going public with it. But the military, like the Navy SEALs and all them frontline cats that be doing all the mercenary missions, they been chipped up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's in India, like the company that went public, they just piggybacked off some companies in India. So it's a lot of people already chipped up. That's been getting chipped up since 2015. It's finally just now going public. You know what I'm saying? So hey, it's going down. It's been in the world. It's got to happen with prophecy. And like Mally was saying, like for you to look at this and still be thinking about some fleshly things, you out your mind.
Yeah.
Like you should, in your head, you should be like, hey, the Bible straight real. Everything it talked about is coming to the forefront. You know what I'm saying? So what we gonna do with it?
Hey, y'all look this DVD up when y'all get a chance. In this age of fire stick and all that, you know, really defined from freedom to fascism. From freedom to fascism. By Aaron Russo. Old boy that made the Trading Places movie back in the day. With Eddie Murphy and all them. Well, he's dead now. But he made a documentary. He ended up getting cool with one of them Rothschild cats. And he interviewed him. And the Rothschild dude told him, he said, man, the plan is to implant every man, woman, and child on the planet. And some of us had that DVD a couple years ago. I don't know if some of the brothers still got it. Oh, we still got a DVD around somewhere? We're going to try to get that burnt. Johnny, you still got your burner?
No, I'm burnt out.
You burnt out. Well, we'll try to
put a lot of work in on them DVDs.
Hey, but we'll try by next Shabbat. Go ahead and have a couple of DVDs, maybe hopefully about 100 of them, and just give them to y'all so y'all can watch that. They've been talking about this for the longest. Aaron Russo been dead since like 2008, 2009. But he interviewed, I see it, he interviewed that Rothschild character, and he straight told him. And he asked him, he was like, man, what else do you need, man? Y'all the richest family in the earth. He was like, look, man, just worry about your own. Plan is to implant or microchip every man, woman, and child on the planet. And that's the end game. You feel me? And that's the orders he got from on high from his banking elite family, and he decided to share it with Aaron Russo. Right after that, Aaron Russo came up dead. It's called From Freedom to Fascism by Aaron Russo. Mama D.
I was just going to say, in the Affordable Care Act on page 1001, that actually was in the Affordable Care Act. Everybody was in check.
Ooh, y'all see Mama used to be a teacher. You see how she dropped in real quick? Since y'all think it's a game. You young radical Negroes, that's my thing right there. When our elder mothers, she just dropped the same type knowledge. Right on, Mama. The Affordable Care Act, page 1001. Ain't it through like 1004 too, Mama?
It's a lot of pages in there.
Yeah, I think it's through 1004. Y'all read that.
But I also want to say this is the reality of it. And I know that I am retired, but just think when they say that you got to be chipped to get into the building. You got to be chipped to get on sign on the computer.
Yeah.
That's very serious because it's going to be that you're going to stand outside in the building and not take it, or just go ahead and just take it so you can go ahead and work.
There's a lot of people gonna sell their souls because they hungry. I'm telling you.
Hey, come on, y'all. Let's get this next chapter, Revelation 14, the judgment for those that take it. Revelation 14, 6 through 13.
Done.
Well, God knows my heart. Yeah.
All right, you know it. All right.
Your heart is wicked.
Let's stomach start rumbling.
Revelation 14,
6 through 13.
verse 6. And I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on the earth, and to every nation and kindred and tongue and people.
So this thing ain't gonna be secluded. This gospel shall be preached to all four corners. So no one will be with an excuse in that day. All right, let's read, brother.
Verse 7, saying with a loud voice,
Yeah.
fear the Most High.
Nah, fear man.
Fear the Most High.
Fear your government.
Fear the Most High.
That's what the angel with the everlasting mouth. He says, fear the Most High. Have reverence for your God. All right, come on, Hebrew.
And give glory to Him.
That's right.
For the hour of His judgment is come.
Ooh.
And worship Him that made heaven and earth and the sea and the fountains of waters. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
So basically, she was the main influence around the earth. That's why you go into the Middle East today and see Arabs sagging, homosexual Arabs, Japanese rap stars. You understand? America then spread its filth and its democracy and its dog whistle politics all over the earth.
All over the earth.
That's that wine of that wrath of that fornication. She done passed all over the earth. It's 1,000 military bases. It's only 191 countries, man. America has 1,000 military bases in the earth. It's only 7 continents. Huh? So you can't say they don't have the main influence in the earth. There ain't nowhere you can go to where that dollar bill won't spin right now. You can land somewhere in the Amazon, they'll take them dollars off you. Real quick.
That's money changer, right?
Try to go spend some Rufus bucks in Amazon. They're going to look at you like you crazy. You see? Some Mugabe dollars. No, Mugabe dollars don't fly a whole weight nowhere. That United States Federal Reserve note is still holding weight. Right? Her politics, her democracy, her demonocracy still holding weight. You see, she's the main influence. That's that wine of that wrath, of that fornication that all nations have drunk of.
Yeah.
You see? You got something up?
You know what, y'all? I'm upgrading thinking a little bit. If you keep or you adhere to anything that this beast or image do, you follow. Whoever you yield your members to is who you worship. You hear me? So even if you're an Israelite, you still talking about some Thanksgiving, Christmas, all that you learned here. I'm gonna use a new word I came up with. Never in all of niggerdom have you saw a white man come down no chimney with no brain. You learned that here. And that didn't get her to the 1900s.
Right.
Never did you celebrate Thanksgiving where your enemy came and killed your brother and enslaved you. Never did you celebrate a winter New Year. Old history in the Julius calendar. That was a long calendar word, wasn't it? The Julian calendar, that was what it was called, before this one. Celebrated it in the springtime, they knew. Right. Your ancient world knew that New Year was not in the dead of winter. Anytime you celebrate anything in this country, you have worshiped this beast.
Right. And look,
I'm just going to upgrade your thinking a little bit. Think about it. If you keep anything, even birthdays. Go ahead. You learned that here.
This is what I'm saying though. Beyond birthdays though. Like, what makes you do that though? Like, what makes us follow this beast the way we do? Obviously, it got to be something that's pleasing to the lust of our flesh. You know what I'm saying? And these are the keys that I'm talking about. Like the keys, they shiny, they look good, and it means you own something. It makes you feel like you're a part of something. But the whole point is, we was a part of something before we came over.
Before we came.
So, like, the beast is going to use the lust of our flesh and our wicked desires to even get us to be inside this burning house. You know what I'm saying? For instance, Thanksgiving. Why did we follow Thanksgiving even though we knew it was wrong? Half of us knew it was wrong and still was keeping it before we got in the truth. We knew that, okay, this is a slaughter of another people. Even before we realized that these people was our brothers and sisters, we like, man, they done killed like 1 million Indians and we celebrating? Anyways, where that turkey at? You know what I'm saying? So like, why is that? That's the lust of your belly, and that's what you get to see all your family. It's an emotional thing. Same thing how they gonna get you with your Father's Day, Mother's Day, Christmas. Like they use the influences and they use the spirit that you have on you and they use it against you with your wicked desires. So that's why we gotta come from up out of her, and that's why we gotta get rid of our lust. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you can't be scared to die. Because because at the end of the day, that's what it's gonna be. What's up, bro?
I just wanted to say, just to piggyback on what he said, y'all have to understand how strong of a demonic force these holidays are, that they got you in your mind that you can eat turkey any day of the week.
Any day, bro.
Wait.
Any day.
That day, boy.
Any day.
My brother at the job, he was like, man, such Thanksgiving next week, man, such. I said, man, I don't participate. You don't like turkey?
This right here with the belly shot. This right here with the belly shot.
I said, dude, there's a reason. I said, do you want to know why? He said, nah, I want to eat.
He meant that. He meant that.
I don't know what you have to tell me that may get me off this day.
Right.
Because if you tell me something I know is right, and that means that I can't do this anymore, I don't want to know about it.
Yeah.
I want this turkey. You can have turkey Wednesday.
Exactly.
You can have turkey Friday.
Yeah.
But it's something about that day.
Right.
Just like I wanted to say one real thing what Valley had said about the 4th of July. People will talk 364 days out of the year about the white man keeping me down.
Talk to him, bro.
I'm taking a whole week off.
Talk to him, bro.
And that's funny though, but like,
That's
a
real.
mental illness,
This
man.
demonic spirit, these holidays out here got people so twisted that you're scared to say no.
Scared.
You're scared to say no. You're scared to say no, I don't want to do this. No, I got to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you wickedly, lustfully love that, man.
That's right. Go ahead, bro.
I'm listening to what you're saying. You said that celebrating birthdays is wrong and I
While going into the deep lesson, we'll see observance in here, right? You don't see no cakes, no ice cream, all that gift sharing, right? We understand that I was born August 16th, right? August 16th when I was born is not August 16th next year. The cycles change. So my birthday ain't the same day every year like we sit here and think. Right. So we observed that time. We understood it was, it was our season. Wherever you see birthday in the scripture, you see death and fall. You see what I'm saying? You don't see nobody celebrating Christ's birthday when he was born. None when he was living. Or none after he died. He said, remember my death. You see what I'm saying? You don't see none of the disciples. You don't see King David. You don't see Solomon. You don't see none of that. Right? They ain't celebrating.
But check this out though, Hebrew. There's nowhere in scripture. Now, when you start adding candles on cakes and all of that, that's something different because you're celebrating your Earth Day and you putting it towards a pagan god. But for recognizing the 360-day cycle that you've been on Earth, recognizing there's nothing wrong with that. There's no scripture where you would be condemned from that. But actually putting candles on your cake, and we know where that comes from. You know what I'm saying? You can get a book of fossilized customs, give you the whole history of cakes and candles showing his sorcery and witchcraft. Here we go right here. Breaking all the
wizard hats.
Yeah, wizard hats. Yeah, making a wish. You know what I'm saying? That's called being a warlock. When you make a wish and blowing out the candle, all of these are straight rituals. Now, if that's out of the play, and you just recognizing the day that you've been here, ain't nothing wrong with that. There's no violation of scripture or none of that. But once you start bringing into all these different customs and rituals, then you worshiping another god. But he got a point though.
So should you do that? Should you do that like when you look at your birth certificate, it says you were born on this day? Should you wait till that day regardless of what the date says?
Look, this is what he's saying. What he's saying is you really don't have to do it. Period.
Right.
Every day you wake up is your Earth Day. You woke up again. Your spirit came back into your body. But he's saying once you start getting accustomed of it, you start looking through scriptures. He said, remember my death day. You know what I'm saying? Remember the day that I died, remember the day I rose again. Like, if you go through our scripture, you always see the death date of Christ. You don't see nobody celebrating their birthday unless they was on some wicked stuff. Like when you get into Egypt and what's brother celebrated his birthday for like a whole...
The Maccabees.
Second Maccabees.
And you start looking and it's all like a lot of lustful gluttony and stuff attached to it. You be like, okay, when I do see something about a birthday, it got to do with the wicked side. You know what I'm saying? You don't really see nobody celebrating their birthday. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You don't see nobody celebrating their birthday that was righteous in scripture. But we're saying recognizing the day ain't nothing wrong with it. But when you start bringing the rituals in there, it's a sin.
Right, the rituals.
The rituals parts.
Hey, so you understand? Like it's a scripture in Psalms 118 that say, this is the day the Lord has made. we shall rejoice and be glad in it. Psalms 118, verse 22 through 24. So nothing wrong with you being thankful, thanking the Most High for seeing another year, let alone another day.
Yeah.
But keep everything else that they attach to it away.
Yeah.
What you doing with a wizard hat on?
Yeah.
Dimming the lights,
And some
make a
balloons.
wish, blow the candles out.
You got blow balloons and
You know what I'm saying?
Then it becomes idolatry.
And then also you get vain with it. You be like, it's my day.
It's my day.
Man, there's 100 other people born on your day. What you mean? And it's the Lord's day. You didn't make it.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So if you're not careful, you can become vain. It can be self-worship, which is idolatry as well. That's what the brother was talking about, a false god and all that.
It's always a different day. There's something like united with their days all.
Right, exactly. Most of them got cell phones.
Birthdays, man. I got 3 girls' birthdays. Going on camping and dimming lights and all that stuff.
so now you know, yeah. See, all that satanic worship, you know what I'm saying?
We all, look, I got 7 children. And I don't hate
Hey,
none
pull
of
that up in there.
Father's Day come, I don't get nothing. My birthday come, I don't get nothing. You know what I'm saying? How you honor your father and mother, live according to the way they taught you, that lines up with the script and the full faith of Christ.
That's right.
That's how you honor your father and mother. You see what I'm saying? So you love them. It's okay to tell your children you wrong. You see what I'm saying? Hey, you know what? I learned a little something. Daddy was wrong about that. This is what we're going to do. And then you educate them.
Yeah.
That's love.
I mean, just look at the facts though. You dimming lights, you putting candles in food, you lighting it up, you closing your eyes, and you putting out some manifestations. But to who though? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole even idea of it is like if you actually sit back and think like, well, I'm doing some wicked stuff.
Right. Where do we learn this from?
Where do we even learn it?
My birthday was yesterday. Don't cake it like that.
I'm gonna have Bro read it for you though, real quick.
We got a couple questions real quick. I know
Go ahead, while you looking that up.
Uzziah had his hand up. Go ahead, Uzziah.
Uzziah.
You had your hand up, then Brew in the back, and then go ahead.
Hey, look, speaking of birthday, I got like 2 questions though. Speaking of birthday, but what about like when Pharaoh was worshiping, not worshiping, but had his birthday, and I think Joseph was with him, and he had a feast for his birthday.
Yeah, who died?
Who died?
Somebody got hung.
Somebody got killed there.
Yeah, go back and read the story.
So
Genesis
again, that was
42.
Pharaoh's birthday, not an Israelite birthday.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
And there was a death in there.
Well, the part about it with Joseph is that he was under Pharaoh's law.
But he still kept the law of the Most High too. And he didn't have to do it. You know what I mean?
But the part about just being there, having to be there as opposed to who he was, it still wasn't a celebration that Joseph was doing, or necessarily even have to partake in, but the fact of who he was and had become there that he had. It's just like an Israelite that was actually the real president of this United States. Just the things and stuff that he would have to do just because of who he is.
Right. Right. So they don't go into Joseph celebrating. They go into dreams being interpreted. And then the baker got hung. Somebody got hung on that same day. The book of Job, same thing happened. It was all type of death that was going down. And then in that book of the Maccabees, John the Baptist, he got his head cut off on Herod's birthday. And then during the book of the Maccabees, this heathen was celebrating his birthday every month. He was forcing the Israelites to do that.
And bring cake. And the Israelites is mad about that.
So again, it's just a fine line. Thank the Most High for you still living. Nothing wrong with that. I always thank the Most High for still living, you know, get together with a few folks, come through, you know. But leave it at that, man. Leave the vainglory and the self-worship out of it.
Please.
You feel me? That's where you go off at. And then you be mad somebody ain't called you on your birthday, you know.
Right.
You ain't bring me no
like you'll fall apart with your family over there.
Yeah.
It's vanity.
What about like people celebrating dead people's birthdays? People like, you know.
Oh, man.
Dead people's birthdays, dead days.
Yeah. Yeah, but the only dead person, death day we supposed to remember is Christ. Yeah. That's in the Corinthians. Remember my death till I come. You understand?
Right, but is it something against people?
Yeah, because you can get into what's called the feast. It's called the Feast of the Dead.
Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, you can get into that. You can get in the Feast of the Dead. You don't be careful. People be lighting candles, burning incense.
Even fruit that they call.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know where the teddy bears be at on the light pole with the gang bandanas? You come bring you some fruit or something, you gotta be careful with all that. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta be careful. You know, just to play it safe, I wouldn't even partake in none of that. Ask the Most High to have mercy on their soul. That's all you can do.
That's the best you can do.
That's the Most High to have mercy on. You got something up?
Yeah, so.
Yeah, Jabez in the back. Hold on for a minute. Go ahead, Jabez.
And then,
And then, go ahead, Jabez.
Yeah, some on this, man. The records say that I was born on 11/58 on Christmas Eve in 1976, right? So the doctors and the white people in there were telling her, just hold on for 2 more minutes, and maybe you can have your child born on Christmas. You know, like had her all hyped up. You know, she's like, son, I tried to have you on Christmas, like that was supposed to be such a big deal. You know, like that baby on Christmas Day. So pick this out, though. You know, if I was born on 11:58 p.m., you know what I'm saying?
It was already
I
Christmas
actually
Eve.
wasn't born on Christmas Eve because when the sun went down, it was a new day. So it was December 25th on the first, in the first place. So my mom spent half my childhood cooking cakes and shit in front of my face. You know what I'm
He said it really was my birthday.
You see his conclusion though? He said, you see how it's all vain and vanity? Yeah. All this, it ain't even the day I was born, for real. I got you, That's
look,
right.
I got you. Look, my son, one of my sons was born on 12/31 at 10:30. Just hold out, you need a New Year baby. I'm like, kid. But that's another story. Go ahead. You said, oh,
yeah, oh.
That was going to say, Romans 14:5-6.
Yes, you can, bro.
And then,
Yeah, who else had? Somebody else had a question too. Yeah.
You said Romans 14,
Yeah.
5 and 6.
let him answer the question real quick.
What, bro?
This was like, I understand as far as like nice customs, practices, like pagan religious practices, like the birthdays that come from. But as far as like, I read, the story of Isaac, when Abraham had the feast day with him, and Satan was like mad
on his weaning, not his birthday.
That's when he got off. That's when he got off the breast.
3 weeks.
You know what I'm saying?
Weaning.
Yeah, that was weaning up front.
I mean, he was ready to accept meat now.
So it is like, so it's something like that acceptable, like you want to have a feast, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Look,
like he just said, hey, today is a good day the Lord's made. Toast up, you know what I'm saying? We can eat good, but when you start bringing in these rituals and becoming idolatry of vainglory of self, that's when it's a sin.
Right, and okay, I follow that, and I guess like me and my household is one of the things, like we're unlearning a lot of practices, and it's so, as we're taking away something of wickedness, you know what I'm saying? It's like I have to apply that, we don't celebrate this holiday, but this is the blessings and the joys of celebrating the feast day.
Right.
Like for us, we feel kind of penalized, like, oh, you can't never have no fun, that whole spirit.
Nah, but the feast days, man, we kicking on Passover, Tabernacle, your Sabbath. Today is a feast day.
There you go.
But look, you can kick it every weekend, every Sabbath day.
With your kids today. Take them to the zoo. You know what I'm saying? Go to the market.
We learn to get into that, the more righteous practices of how these feast days and stuff.
Because Hebrews kick it, man.
Yeah, like we get it in. It's
So look, we finna read what that script all pulled, and then we're gonna read a little bit on his birthday. We're gonna get back to the lesson.
Revelations 14.
He said Romans 14.
Romans 14. What verses?
5 and 6.
Romans 14, 5 and 6. One man esteemeth one day above another. Another esteemeth every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind.
In his who?
In his own mind.
In his own mind. Now, your mind need to be established with truth. You feel me? That ain't there for you to say, well, I love how wickedly sweet it is, so I ain't persuaded in wickedness. No, just be established in your own, be fully persuaded in your own mind, because your mind is established in truth. You understand? So with certain days you gonna remember more than others. Of course. Ain't nobody saying that. It's just there's a line that you can't cross, man. There's a line, you need to know that line. You understand? If you get to the point to where you singing Bone Thugs in harmony, meet me at the crossroads, pictures up, lighting candles, incensing. You understand? Feast of the Dead. You gotta watch all that, man. You understand? Wizard hats, turn down the lights, make a wish. What's all the superstition? What's going on up in here?
Yeah. Where did you
I thought we was children of light. What are we doing turning the lights down?
In the dark.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Feel me? What else to say, y'all?
Verse 6.
Yeah.
He that regardeth the day, regardeth it unto the Lord.
That's right.
And he that regardeth not the day, to the Lord he does not regard. He that eateth, eateth to the Lord. For he giveth God thanks.
Give him who thanks?
God thanks.
That's right.
And he that eateth not to the Lord, he eateth not, and giveth God thanks.
Right. Like certain days, you forever remember some of. I was gonna say that your anniversary, or some of y'all remember the day you graduated, or prom night. It's certain things, or certain people that left and transitioned on to the next side. Like you gonna remember them days, you understand? But keep everything in measure. Don't let your memories cause you to fall into idolatry. Then how will I know it was idolatry? Man, if you can't verify it in the scripture, stay away from it.
Yeah.
It's that simple. You understand? But the scriptures ain't against you coming together and enjoying one another. He just told you Hebrews kicking. Whenever we get together, that grill firing up.
Hey, straight up.
And that lamb meat going up in the earth.
Right.
You feel me? Flagons of wine getting poured out.
Think about it right now.
Music flowing.
And then little Maccabee. And we act like we gotta wait for feast day to feast days to get down. Look, every Shabbat day is a feast day.
That's right.
Every weekend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hebrews kicking like that.
Take that day off from the wife and children.
Yeah.
I'm with the bros today. You know what I'm saying?
Sun go down tonight. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be some brews firing the grill up.
Yeah, that's what's going down tonight.
We're going down.
Lay that word. Let's get it done.
Say what?
Hey, good script, bro.
Yeah, good script. So you can read on this
birthday. Right there. Go ahead, Al.
We won't burn the corners hook to the satellite. The old store.
You said what?
Huh?
We won't burn the corners hook to the satellite.
You said the course hook to the satellite.
What about it?
Own store.
What about it?
Just like always doing we
Hey, Trey, you on the grid. Trey, look, we in the matrix, man. Everything is on the grid. Everything. It ain't no hiding from this
You got a
beast.
cell phone in your head.
Yeah, ain't no hiding from this beast. Look, they even tracking it. You remember they say you used to be able to cut the phone off. Now whether your phone off or on, they still can track your phone. You know what I'm saying?
Even if you take off location, it still keep a location because you didn't have one.
And you on Google. And you on Google.
Hey, on Google Maps, sure exactly you hold.
We know that, don't we? we had to track a phone down. Well, we attempted to track a phone down a couple weeks ago. But yeah, it's what it is. All right, look, read about the birthdays, bro.
We're gonna get back in this lesson.
Where you at?
We're in the book Fossilized Customs, the 10th edition by Lou White.
Hold it up.
Get a zoom on that.
10th edition.
Yes, the 10th edition, The Pagan Origin of Popular Customs.
Pagan Origin.
By Lou White.
What page?
And this is going to be page 211, Birthday Celebrations. And it has in this page the Witch's Cone of Power hat, which is that pointed hat that you see all the short-leggers have on at a birthday party.
Turn it around and see the picture.
I don't know if y'all can see
Y'all might
that.
not can see it.
I got it.
You got it back there? Yeah, that hat with the little star of crescent moons. And all right, now it says the Cone of Power. Cone of Power. In the Hermetic order of the Golden Dawn.
The who?
Hermetic.
The Hermetic. Look, so where this come from? The Africans.
Yeah.
It's the Hermetic origins.
In the Hermetic origin of the Golden Dawn.
Before the white man got it with the Hamite.
Yeah, that Hamite.
Egypt's golden era.
This was described as a vortex of energy and was built up via circumambulation, Llewellyn Encyclopedia.
So then look, this is where you get the cone heads from. Because back then, the Africans used to shape their head purposely like cones and make them look like ancient aliens and stuff. So when your children, you be putting that little cone on your children's head, you saying they demonic and demons. Because that's how they used to channel their energy to talk to other extraterrestrials and stuff like that.
The Cone of Power is the name given to the union of witches, forces gathered around the circle, aimed at a common goal. In parts of ancient Syria, the cone was a symbol of Astarte, Asherah. And then it says birthday celebrations. How much does Yahuwah like them? The history of how birthdays came to be celebrated reveals everything we need to know about the custom.
Oh, man.
Long ago, the average person never paid any attention whatsoever to the anniversary of their birth.
Now look, this is what Nakamya was telling you about. All right, come on.
The initial pattern that developed concerned the celebrating of the birthday of their deity once each year at the winter solstice.
So check this out. At the winter.
At the winter solstice.
So look, Christmas.
Give 'em a date.
The feast of Christmas, which is the feast of Saturn, right? Feast of Jupiter, feast of Saturn. That's a feast day to a birthday, but everybody think Christ was born on December 25th, but it wasn't. It was an actual demon god born on that day. So it was somebody born, but it was a demon god born on the day of 20.
The winter solstice.
The winter solstice. The feast of Saturn. That's a feast day to an actual another god that don't have nothing to do with your god. You know what I'm saying?
And that's between December the 21st and December the 25th. Huh? Yeah.
It says this is the origin of Christmas. Since the winter solstice was considered the rebirth or birthday of the solar deity.
The sun, S-U-N.
Yeah.
This
solar
alone,
deity. They thought the sun was a god.
This alone marks the behavior as originating from the rebellion against Yahuwah, who is the one and only Elohim of heaven and earth. Remember that Yahuwah commanded that we not learn the ways of the heathen.
That's right.
It's in Deuteronomy 12. Later, people began to celebrate the annual birth of their king at the same time as their deity, aligning their ruler with the same honors given to their deity.
Yeah, because Pharaoh was God on earth.
God on earth. Makes sense.
Nimrod too.
And he was
God
a
on earth.
Yeah.
And he was a Hamite.
Yeah.
He made it orange.
Yep, and that's why now the Christmas tree, they say that's Nimrod. You know what I'm saying? And then notice what's on top of the Christmas tree. It's always the sun. The sun, the star. All this ain't nothing but pagan worship that come from them Hamites, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Them Africans was doing this way before the white man did. Way before Jolly St. Nick.
In their minds, their rulers became anthropomorphic version of their deity.
Yeah.
In the East, average people slowly began to celebrate their personal birthday once each year on what they believed to be New Year's Day.
So they say anthropomorphic, meaning that their God was personified in their ruler. You know what I'm saying? So that's the sun god Ra, the Pharaoh hemp nuts right here. You feel me? So that's what that whole anthropomorphism means right there. They just personified their solar celestial deities in the person of this cat that was sitting on this throne. Right there. Yeah,
You see what it's saying though? So before Negroes even started celebrating their birthdays, but they had a thought to do it. It came from some wickedness. You know what I'm saying? Now, back in the day, was it people like, hey, it's been 360 days, you know, it's been a year since I was born. Hey, all praise to the Heavenly Father. It ain't talking about that. It's talking about actually celebrating, putting candles in your cake, putting on a warlock hat with your wine, making a wish, you know what I'm saying, to whatever God that, obviously it ain't to our God. No. You know what I'm saying? It's talking about that, the celebration of you partaking in other feasts. You partaking in
pinatas.
Yeah, pinatas, all that word, pinning the tail on a donkey. Yeah, pinatas. Look like the origin of all this stuff is like straight up whack.
It says eventually people developed the custom of observing their personal birthday on the annual day they were actually born. Then it goes into birthday cake custom.
Yeah, so that's what we wanted. That's what I wanted. Yeah, that's what I wanted to get into.
All right, it says worldwide, baking cakes for the Queen of Heaven, Asherah, was entangled in birthday celebration. It says in Jeremiah 7:18,
44 too, and 44 as well.
This provokes Yahuwah's anger. By blowing out candles and making a secret wish, the celebrant performs idolatry, because the wish is to their genie or jinn, a spell performed by wickedness. The candles are part of the fire ritual. Pagans believe the solar presence to be fire.
The fire ritual.
So when you close your eyes and you make a wish and you blow into the candle. Hey, as a child, I used to blow candles out. I wouldn't, God, please give me this for. I was wishing to, I don't even know who I was wishing to. Like, where did this stuff go?
Making a wish to who?
To who?
Every time you pray, you
And
don't like.
spitting all on the cake, blowing out some candles.
Yeah.
Every time you go into your prayer closet, whatever, you ain't like no candles. You're blowing out. You ain't got no cake or no cupcake in there.
And you know exactly who you're praying to.
And you know exactly. Here is just a wish offer. I wish I had a brand new video game. Who did that go to?
Who did that go to?
Who did that go to?
Obviously, to whatever ritual you were, whatever ritual you in, that's what you went to. Come on, Hop.
It says, the rising smoke of the extinguished candle carried the secret wish into the sky. How do you think Yahuwah likes it when we teach our children to do these things? To propagate the custom of them. How about if we think of the wish being a prayer to Yahuwah? This is not going to be acceptable to Yahuwah. No matter how we wrap it in our mind, worshiping Yahuwah in a pagan format is the main problem we have today.
So look, you can't say it was for the children. You can't, because it's to a demon god. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we all had to go through that though.
So like you said, when you pray everything that you do is in class, being live.
Yeah.
That's in line.
This your measurement stick. This your measurement
When you
stick.
go before judgment, it's gonna be did you have the right color on with your shoes, what you matching? Did you wear the right this, you know what I'm saying? Did you obey? Did you keep what I gave you?
Or was you learning the ways of the heathen, confusing that with my worship?
Listen, God is a jealous God. So with that being said, you can't put like this, you married, right? Would you be satisfied with your wife kicking it on somebody she used to deal with on your day?
No, you ain't nothing to think about. Right? No, right. She ain't nothing to think about. Hell no.
Your wrath of your anger will be kindled.
Yeah.
That's the wrath of our God we kindle this day. You see what I'm saying? That's why we're here. Because we went off against our God. Because we started adding worship with other deities to divine worship. You know what I'm saying? Have no other God before me. Put no other God in my face. Personally. Straight up. There's no graven images. So why you got cakes, cats, hats? You see what I'm saying?
It is all about for real. It's all. We just gotta, you know what I'm saying?
I believe in dealing with God's purpose. You know what I'm saying? I think if you move in there, you'll be all right.
You got some understanding of?
Yes.
All right, look, let's get back to this lesson.
Hallelujah.
Let's get back to Revelation 14. Man.
Revelation 14.
Judgment on taking the mark of the beast.
Well, y'all
And before you go any Ariel, when you was reading the False Testament, was it actually a Hebrew word?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Yahuwah, Yahshua, all that's in there. Yeah, it's about Lou White. You know what I'm saying? He a white boy, but he be inside of, you know what I'm saying? He inside the knowledge and all that. So he be trying his hardest to go back to Lou White. He be trying his hardest to go back to stuff. He on something.
It's up here on the board, y'all. Lou White. Fossilized Customs. Lou White, page 211. Birthday celebration.
Take your camera and zoom in and click.
Let's get back to Revelation 14. We was talking about the mark of the beast. The company in Wisconsin that's mandating that their employees receive an RFID chip. These days are upon us.
Get her done.
You ain't looking too crazy as a man of God now. You're telling people years ago the mark of the beast coming. Yeah, right. But look, it's here now.
Revelations 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand,
right,
the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of our power.
So if you partake in that, there's a judgment coming. The wrath of the Most High abideth on. This is one unpardonable sin that you can't be forgiven for. Taking the mark of the beast and blasphemy of the Holy Spirit. Every other manner of sin you can be forgiven for. But blasphemy of the Holy Spirit, which is a damnable lie on the power of God, which is the Holy Spirit, and receiving the mark of the beast. You can't be forgiven for that. Alright, come on, Hebrew.
Which is poured out without mixture.
Without who?
Without mixture.
No chaser. No chaser with the Most High's wrath. Nothing to dilute it. You understand? Straight raw. Come on, Hebrew.
Into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
So what's the judgment for those that partake in that?
Fire and brimstone.
Fire and brimstone. A burning house.
Innocence, okay. Like all excuses gonna be on the table in that day. You understand? And right now they desensitizing. They desensitizing everybody. Oh, okay.
Get it to Jacob.
All right, but what they trying to do is desensitize us from what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's why everybody was waving their hand in front of the vending machine, saying they can get Skittles, Snickers. We just read right here, it's dead real. If you partake in that, the wrath of the Almighty abides on you. It's going to be poured out without mixture. And you shall be tormented in front of the Lamb and in the presence of the holy angels. So anybody who try to make, oh, it's okay, loosen up a little bit. It's okay. Then that's the devil talking to you. Because who will want you to accept the wrath of the Most High poured out in indignation without mixture?
No mixture.
In the presence of his Son and the holy angels.
Wicked one.
No mixture on it. That's serious, man. Y'all panic when the AC go out. So you know you're not ready for everlasting burning. Stop.
Poor.
Alright, come on, Hebrew.
Alright, I'll read that again, verse 11. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever.
No, sometime.
Forever and ever. And they had no rest, day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name.
So contrary to popular belief, everybody doesn't rest in peace.
Right.
You understand? The lake of fire will not be you resting in peace. You're going to be tormented consciously forever. Period. It ain't like you're going to burn up and forget about it. Like Jehovah's Witness try to tell you. That's forever and ever. And that's the judgment for anybody that received that. You understand? So anybody trying to make you make it seem in your mind that it's okay, like the TV show Lucifer that's out now, they got you thinking Lucifer just a homeboy. Right. You know, he's for humanity. He helps the cops solve crimes. And what do you really want to do? That's what he asked everybody in there. What do you really want to do? I just want to have some fun. You see what I'm saying? Don't take your guard down. Yeah, watch the if you ain't scared, watch the TV show Lucifer. You're gonna be like, man, they straight. Like Lucifer is the homeboy. The children love him. Yeah. They run up on Lucifer. Run up and, you know, hug him. You see, watch them trying to desensitize us, and we take our guards down, and we drop the ball, realizing how serious the judgment gonna be. That's a serious judgment right there if you partake in that. Yeah. All right, I know you had some.
Yeah, just in the same verse, that this says forever and ever, day and night. You don't get off at 5 o'clock from punishment.
No rest, brother. No rest.
Yeah. Or holiday. This is day and night, constantly, continually. There's no rest. You can't just run over into that corner and say,
you seen that with Lazarus and the rich man.
And then start your punishment again.
Time out.
Right. This is constantly. If this ain't enough to scare you into rank.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you seriously understand this, see, like he said, they try to minimize this and make it seem like, oh, it's not so bad. It's a cartoon devil down in heaven. And he'll just sit on the throne. And all you're going to be doing is feeding your nuts constantly. No. That's torture.
Yeah.
Day and night, constantly.
Forever.
Forever.
A lot don't believe it though, man.
Like, see, that thing I'm talking
it's that belief, man.
This verse right here enough is to make you say, wait a minute.
If you believe.
What's that next verse? That next verse say what? We need 12 and 13. What it say?
12 says, here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God. Yes. And the faith of Yeshua HaMashiach.
You see that? The saints keep the what?
Commandments.
Keep the commandments of God and the faith of Christ, the Messiah. You feel me?
That 13 is your resting.
Yeah. 13. Here it goes.
And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Right. Blessed are the dead which died in the Lord.
Died in who?
The Lord. For henceforth, yea, said the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors and their works do follow them.
So it's a blessing if you die, you know what I'm saying, a worthy death in the Lord's eyes. It's a blessing. And your labors follow. Yeah. So if you have to stand up and rebel against whatever wicked is, and stand up and say, no, I'm not taking that, and your end is Revelation 20 and 4, that's our last verse, Revelation 20, 4 and 5, if that's your end, that's a blessing. You're going to die anyway. You understand? Why not get you some glory and honor in the books of heaven? Why not? You see? All right, Revelation 24 and 5, let my brother get to his lesson. Revelation 20, let's read that 4 through 6, my bad, 4 through 6. And this is about something that's coming for those that's standing up against this tyranny that's already here. It's already in the earth, y'all. In a minute, all of us gonna be hobos. You ain't gonna have a job. You gotta quit your job.
No job, no food, no clothes.
You gotta quit your job.
A lot of Negroes gonna be like, let me get that chip.
Yeah.
All these hard Hebrews that we be seeing on YouTube. Hell, ones we seeing around.
Well,
and a lot of people gonna be flipping the script. Huh? Yeah. Jesus, who was Jesus? I was playing.
Hey bro, Hebrews doing like that, man.
Yeah, serious. Look, like when the white man bring death to the table, Negroes give in. Always do. But don't always catch the back end of it. You're gonna die anyways. Yeah, we gonna see all that. Everybody talking about they got faith like Abraham. Everybody talking about some. They all down with the Lord. On this day, we gonna see who really about that. Yep. We gonna see. I ain't gonna say nothing else about it. We gonna in that day we gonna see. Flat out.
Yeah, let that.
Look, what my brother say? Look, my brother say they talk with what?
They talk with a full stomach.
They talk with a full stomach. When that stomach empty and they hungry. Yeah.
That's right. That's right, bro.
That's right. When that stomach touching that back, all bets off the table.
All bets is gone. All bets is gone. Come on, you have one more scripture, brother?
Yeah, Revelation 20, 4 through 6.
We're in the book of Revelation, chapter 20, verse 4.
The name of this class is called The Keys to a Burning House. Think about it. Would you be happy if you received keys to a house that's burning? You say, of course not. Then why are you so in love with a murder?
Why?
Burning house.
He's on his way out.
It really calls you to examine your mindset. Because soon you finna have to part from all your material possessions. That ain't what make you anyway. Christ told you that.
Yeah.
A man's life will consist of the abundance of the things that he possesses.
Yeah.
Now think about how many of y'all been high-siding on folks. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had to catch the bus in 20 years, you know. Got me a nice paying job. I'm blessed with look at my refrigerator, food stamps, filling my refrigerator up.
When that money run out, ain't no look, you getting chipped to go to work. So when that paycheck stop coming, you can't pay the car note, that's gonna get took. Or say it don't get took. You ain't got no gas to put in it. You ain't gonna go to the store and buy no food. Negro, you out of money. So look, now the playing field has been leveled. What you gonna do? You gonna pray, you gonna fast and make God make a way, or you gonna take that mark? Cause look, it's here. It like we can talk about it now. It's on TV. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, nah, they don't look, it's on CNN. The mark of the beast here. Now what? Who really about that? And look, a lot of you Negroes scared to death. And I'm telling you, all these people that be looking like they bout that life, yeah, all right, we gonna see.
They contemplate the ship now.
Yeah, see, they already in. Look, they already chipping up the military. They already doing it in these big corporations. It's already in the foreign land. It's coming right to the shores of America. Yeah, it's time to start really examining. Like, we've been given keys to a burning house. We haven't inspected the house. We just happy we got some shiny keys. I got my own now. No, Negro, you never owned nothing anyway. And the house is burning. And what's inside the house? Furniture, that's what you sit on. That's your bed, you lay on that. Your refrigerator, that's where all your food's at. Your money, that's where your safe at. Everything that you take pride in anyway is in the burning house. It's time. Look, you gonna have to literally detach from everything that you so-called love. Like, who willing to do that? Right now, who really willing to do that?
You gotta be truthful with yourself. You gotta be truthful with yourself. Listen, half of the stuff you own in America is vanity anyway. Check it out. If you buy a car but you don't go through their license system, you can't drive it. You see what I'm saying? You can own it, but you can never drive it. Without the penalty, if you want to follow the penalty. If you buy the house but you don't own the land, then you still own it.
It ain't your house.
Try not to pay them taxes.
And then if you buy the house and go to the other house, or if you buy the house, you own the land and don't pay the taxes, or you buy the house, you own the land and America you destroy. Yeah, you still.
So you never own nothing.
You never own nothing. So look, if you never own nothing, if it ain't yours, why are we so like emotionally attached to it?
You'll kill a man, he come to your crib to do something. God, kill him.
I mean, that's for the protection of us.
No, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about like, you know, like spray paint on the wall, throw a rock through your window or something. You'll have a whole bust your car window out. How many windows you bust? I'm saying some people straight die. I remember reading a story growing up, man, a man died over toilet paper with his brother. Arguing over toilet paper. Then you go before judgment over toilet paper and say, what you heard for? Toilet paper. You want some shit.
Let's get it.
Let's get it done, man.
We're in the book of Revelation, chapter 20, verse 4.
Yes, sir.
And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yeshua, and for the word of Yah, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years.
Y'all see that? Yep. Those that were beheaded for the testimony. That they ain't received the mark. So the end game for those that be on some, nah, I ain't doing that. They gonna wait you out. Yeah, we'll see. Right? A couple more people gonna compromise and sell out. Yeah, we'll see. But the end game is all those are rebels. All these men are terrorists. Round them up. Bro brought it out earlier. What you think they got over 25,000 reversible guillotines for? They ordered them 3 years ago. You think they just got them for display? Like some good furniture, some good decoration.
I was on my way back. I was doing the show. This was when I was real into the rap industry. I was doing the show on my way back. I was in Alabama on my way back here. I seen 2 flatbed trucks, man, long, with these big old black things in it. Big old black things. And I'm like, man, these look familiar. Got to the house, got on Facebook, them same black coffins that hold 9 people. I seen truckloads of it coming into Missouri. You know what I'm saying? So like, they somewhere waiting on us. And then you see all these buildings. All these buildings they building that ain't got no signs on it. Or Walmart's is just closing down. Or you see all these, notice, all these big ass malls are just getting shut down for years. And now you're starting to see construction trucks at these malls that we ain't been to, like Jamestown. We ain't been to, like all these malls. Like, what is, I'm telling you, they already got their concentration camps. They already got they mark of the beast is in the system, is in place. Like they finna start enforcing it. They already went public with it. We gonna see who down. We gonna see who really got the keys to the burnt house and who gonna really inspect the house and be like, nah, that ain't for me. We gonna see.
Hey, what you think they built on Jefferson?
Huh? Man, look, who knows, man? What you think?
Come on, Jeff, you talking about Pudago?
Yeah.
Jefferson and Cash,
yeah.
170 and shorter. Right there, that big old, they building the hill over there. They've been building this building for like 7 years. Yep. There's rumors that they say it's like an Amazon transportation. But I mean, that's rumors. Now they building a hill to cover up the building. Like every month it's like 5 more feet to this hill. Look, why it got electrical fences around it? No signs, no nothing.
No windows.
No window. Like what the hell is this place? Right in St. Louis, Missouri.
Right by the airport.
Right by the airport. Look,
They put all them lights out there on the highway right over there.
Right, there's all lights out there. It's coming.
Nowhere else, right out there.
Man, judgment is coming. It's just what it is, man. So it ain't like we read something that was written thousands of years ago and you can't equate it to what you see. All you gotta do is just pay attention. It's talking about beheadings. So, okay, that's why they got the reversible guillotine. So it's gonna torture you. You're gonna be looking at that deal as it drop on you.
Oh well.
I was just playing. She time's out. All right, come on, Hebrew.
Verse 5.
Yeah.
But the rest of the dead live not again until the 1,000 years were finished. This is the first resurrection.
So those that get beheaded for the truth get to reign with the Messiah for 1,000 years. That's eternal life, man.
One day.
Nobody ever lived one day in the eyes of the Most High. One day with the Most High is 1,000 years. According to Psalms 90 and 4, 2 Peter 3, 8 through 10, one day with God is 1,000 years. You understand? That's the first resurrection. So it ain't like we saying this to tell y'all to be scared, because in the end, you get your immortality. You get your eternal life. You get to reign in the kingdom of God on this earth with his son for 1,000 years. Right. If you stand up and resist on this side, that tyranny that they're trying to put down. You know, if you stand up and say, no, I'm going to stand up and die for the Lord, man. I'm not taking that. No matter if I got to die or if I make it to see him return. I'm not taking that, though. You understand? And everybody in here going to come, you're going to have to come across that line. You got to make that decision.
Everybody got
in your life. It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming. We so attached to these material things that you can't even fathom. Like, hold on, what you mean? It's going to be insufficient funds one day.
Yeah.
You're going to have to quit your job and walk away. You're going to be branded a terrorist one day. That's what we're saying. All for, I thought everybody loved Jesus. What's going on? The sweet Jesus is loved by everybody. No. The spirit the world is taking on is Antichrist. And what we're going through is what's called the persecution of the saints, or what's called Jacob's trouble. You see? So, yeah, they get beheaded, but in the resurrection, they reign with Christ 1,000 years. So, the payoff is worth it. You say, what, a few seconds of pain for eternity to rule? Bring that on. Bring that on. I finish it off, Hebrew.
Verse 6.
Yes, sir.
Blessed and holy is he that hath part in the first resurrection.
Not cursed and profane, blessed and holy. If you make that cut right there, hey, your name is written in the book of life, blessed and holy. Right? Ain't that your goal to get into the kingdom of heaven? What are your goals in life? Huh? Stack 100,000? You know, give me a timeshare? What are your goals? If your goal ain't the kingdom of heaven is my goal. Well, there's persecution you may have to go through to make it to there. But ain't that worth it? I did. Come on, Hebrew.
Blessed and holy is he that hath part in the first resurrection.
Yeah.
On such the second death hath no power.
Beautiful. Come on.
But they shall be priests of Yah and of Hamashiach.
Beautiful.
And shall reign with him 1,000 years.
You understand that? The second death, which is the lake of fire, has no power over you. Because you're going to die, and you're going to be resurrected. You're either going to be given eternal life with the Most High, or eternal life in the lake of fire. That's the second death. If you make that first cut, you guaranteed you're good for eternity. So that should be your aim. You understand? In this hour, what we going through, you're going to have to resist something. You're not just going to be able just to play with your thumbs until the Lord show up. Everybody's going to go through some type of test and trial. Right? It's going to come down to it. Like, dang, you own what you got, you're retired. You can't get your retirement benefits unless you get chipped. Dang, we can't get your health benefits unless you get chipped. No more medication unless you get chipped. You know how many people are going to be stuttering like a Uzi, making excuses? God is going to put on me more than I can bear. Where you chapter and verse? What you talking about? You read it? What is it? Chapter and verse, please. No? Not in that context, it's not. You understand? It's not in that context. God won't put on me more than I can bear. You feel me? He says even in temptation, he'll give you a way to escape. So it don't say verbatim, God won't put on you more than you can bear. Yeah. That's a fancy soliloquy that you grew up hearing your whole life.
And you can bear death.
Boy, get out my head.
You can bear death.
All right, Hebrew, go ahead and get into it, Hebrew.
All right, let's start. So the lesson called Keys to Burn the House. We done broke down what the house is. We all know that the house is Babylon. And we all know destruction is coming, right? You know what I'm saying? So the whole question is, why do we accept the keys? We already know what goes up, comes down. We already know you reap what you sow. We already know what goes around, comes around. So why are we so infatuated with this place when it ain't done? Like, what have America done for us? Anybody? What, a school, a college degree that you got to pay back till you like 45?
And it's miseducation.
You know what I'm saying? What, you go to the hospital, you get hospital bills if you ain't got the right insurance. Goes on your credit. Huh? You got all these trust funds and stuff with your Social Security, can't even tap into it. I mean, what? They give you a bank account that actually you really are paying interest on. Huh? And you can overdraft. You got to pay an overdraft fee just to let them hold your money. They murder your brothers down in the streets. Your sisters getting raped. Your people ending up disappearing. Then they find them without their organs. I mean, like, what do we love about this place? It's just all hell if you actually think about it. But at the end of the day, a lot of these same Hebrews is hearing the same thing I'm saying right now. Is going to be some of the main ones giving up. Some of the main ones giving in. So is it the white man or is it Babylon that you into, or is you into yourself? You know what I'm saying? Is it your wicked lust that you into, or is it Babylon? Is it you, or is it this place? I mean, cause look, this place got to fall for what it did. But why are you so addicted to this place? Maybe it's you. Let's get into it though. Let's go to Isaiah 24. Isaiah 24. We're going to read this whole chapter.
Oh, wait. It's a beautiful chapter.
Beautiful chapter. Isaiah 24.
Uriah, what you come up with?
1 Corinthians 10:13.
Right. What does it say?
You're right. You're right.
Go ahead, big bro.
1 Corinthians chapter 10.
You might as well come in and get that extra seat, right?
That's where he comes.
Yeah, bro, get that extra seat, bro.
1 Corinthians, when he was just talking about,
God won't put on you more than you can bear.
yeah. The script saying in 1 Corinthians 10, verse 13 is, there have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. So he gives you a way out. But that temptation is something that you might be looking for yourself, to open yourself up to it. But man, that's some.
And it's crazy how it's worded.
Yeah,
in society where God won't put on you more than you can bear.
So that leaves you just sitting there waiting and taking it and just waiting for it to stop without knowing your inner strength. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13.
Oh. And that's not an excuse.
Come stop the squad, man. Pull up.
That's not an excuse clause. Like when the mark of the beast come out, well, I endured it for 2 days. I'm going to give in. Because God won't put on me more than I can bear.
Put it on the board.
Isaiah 24, so 1?
Yeah, put that 1 Corinthians on the board too.
1 Corinthians 10.
We in Isaiah 24, we're going to start at 1. We got a couple scriptures to get through, so let's don't get it done. We at 3 o'clock. Yep, the whole 24th chapter.
We're in the book of Isaiah, chapter 24, verse 1.
Now look, this is Old Testament. Let me know if this sounds familiar to y'all.
You ready?
Yep.
Verse 1. Behold, the Most High maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof.
Beautiful.
And it shall be.
And it what?
And it shall be.
And it shall be. Who said that? I say. Gucci say, I see you. Come on.
As with the people, so with the priest. As with the servant, so with his master. As with the maid, so with her mistress.
So in this day, ain't nobody exempt. Whether you ruling or whether you being ruled. This same thing finna happen to you. You gotta experience this. If you in the earth this day. Come on.
As with the buyer, so with the seller. As with the lender, so with the borrower.
So the lender, so us and the world elite of the banks, on this day we equal. Because the earth gonna be turned upside down. Meaning this day, your money ain't gonna mean a damn thing. Huh? All of them. Come on.
As with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him.
Ooh.
The land shall be utterly empty and utterly spoiled. For the Most High has spoken this word. The earth mourned and faded away. The world languished and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
Read that again.
The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
So it means people are defiling the earth. Defiling. Huh? We defiling the earth no time like before than now. All this gay stuff that's going on, you know they just passed the bestiality bill, right? Yes, a Mexican just married his alligator. This white man and this white woman just married their horse, a stallion.
Yes.
Yes, it was all on Facebook, on YouTube. They was talking about how both of them have sex with their stallion at the same time. Huh? The man do anal, do oral and vaginal, while the man watch. Huh? Bestiality. Come on.
Because they have transgressed the law, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
Come on.
Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth.
The curse hath what?
Devoured the earth.
Devoured the earth. This happened one time, 2 times before, but we're going to speak on the flood. We're going to speak on the flood. But look, it's a fire coming. Now we know that Sodom and Gomorrah and 5 other cities surrounding it got destroyed by fire. This finna talk about fire scorching the whole earth. So have this happened yet?
No.
Alright, so what's coming? So why do y'all hold the keys to the burning house then? I mean, the last time I thought when the fire detectors go off, you run for your life. Why are we running into the house? Huh? Why are we running into the house? Then you get everybody talking about, well, we got to get up out of the state, get up out of the country and all of that. Look, when you flee into the wilderness and you detaching from America, this is a spiritual thing. Because I mean, think about all the poor Hebrews that's been mistreated by the system. We ain't got nowhere to go. Where are we going?
The workhouse.
Huh? Where are we fleeing to? We have no money. So that means it must be something spiritual when you go into this wilderness. This must be something very spiritual. That means you're just detaching from America. You're detaching from Babylon and its customs. You're detaching from Egypt. Huh? Look, this is how you know this place is so wicked. How is it Egypt and Babylon? Huh? This is the 2 most wicked places ever. All in one. Huh? Yeah, the mystery Babylon and Egypt. That's what America is. Modern day Rome. Like, America is so messed up that we can name all the messed up places throughout Bible history, we can call it America. Because it fits all of them. But yet and still, we love it here. And what's crazy is like bro was saying, we hate the oppression, but we love the oppressor. Don't even make sense. Come on.
Verse 6 again. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate.
Right.
Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned.
You hear that? Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are what?
Burned.
The keys to a burning house. So this can't be talking about time behind us. When have everybody on earth been burned? Huh? So this is what's going to happen. And we hear all these rumors of what? Nuclear war. They say the sun is dying out. If you get into the scientific meanings of the sun, the more the sun dies, the hotter it gets. Huh? Y'all ain't been hearing about this what's going on with the global warming? Man, look, over there in India, its temperature's reaching 140 degrees. Heroes is dropping dead for suffocating. They can't even breathe outside. Huh? It was just so hot the other day, I got a brand new AC unit. It was 84 degrees in my house. I had the furnace turned down to 60. So I'm steady calling the man. I'm like, man, look, something wrong with my AC. He finally said, no, it's not, Mr. Hickman. It's just too damn hot outside. Quit calling me. You know what the first thing I got to thinking? I'm like, damn. I'm not made for the lake of fire. I don't want the keys to the burning house. I don't want the keys to the burning house. But why do we steady accept the keys? Huh? Look back. Yo, come on with it.
Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. The new wine mourning, the vine languishing, all the merry-hearted do sigh.
You hear that? All the merry-hearted. Everybody that was happy, this day come, they like, huh? Come on.
The mirth of tabrets ceasing, the noise of them that rejoice ending, the joy of the heart ceasing.
Come on.
They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it.
You hear that? So all these things, all these pleasures in this life, all these things that's going on that everybody say they kicking up, it ain't going to be none of that in this day. It ain't going to be none of that. Because it's going down. All this has to end. Huh? And have you ever seen it like just ride around and just like go on the south side where be a lot of heathens at? Like, they do not know judgment coming. They be smiling and talking about the birds and the bees. Huh? You be hearing everything but like, hey, you know our forefathers done raped and castrated and burnt these people alive, put these people into slavery, like we ain't got to answer that, and they reaping from the benefits of us? Like, do y'all really know what y'all Social Security numbers is? And like, if you actually get down to it, my used to always say it's a diabolical plot on us. Like they literally stay up all night and think of wicked things to keep you in bondage while you sleeping. You got to go to sleep early to get up to go work bondage for them, and they thinking of more ways to oppress you. But we ain't willing to let that go though. All because of what? Some hunger pains? Or you scared to die? When your brother and sister is dying every single day. And I bet you, look, this is the crazy part. When the house really start burning down, it's going to be more of these Negroes crying than these heathens.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
More of these Negroes.
Yeah, it is.
Just like what happened when we came up out of Egypt. You know, just tell them, why you take us away from our quail? Why you take us away from our meat and our food? We want to go back and drink. We want to go back to Egypt. We like the water that Pharaoh was giving us. Like, Negro, you was getting your back whooped day in, day out. What are you talking about? Like I said, again, it's that desire we have to be ruled over. That desire we have. It makes us feel like we important when we already have a possessor. His name is Yahweh. Well, look, judgment is coming. Where you going to be at the next day? Come on.
Verse 10. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in.
Hear that? The city of confusion is broken down. What else do we call a city? Don't we call Babylon a great city? So what is Isaiah talking about here?
Babylon means confusion.
Huh? Babylon means confusion to Babel. So what is Isaiah talking about? What is this, a future prophecy that haven't happened yet? That we upon right now? Come on.
Verse 11. There is a crying for wine in the streets.
Ooh, because the wine gone. Where's the wine? It's gone. There's no more lilies. There's no more lollipops and gumdrops. Huh? The ish actually hit the fan.
No more ice cream truck?
No more none of that.
No more bomb pop truck?
Judgment is coming. Come on.
All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone.
Come on.
In the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. When thus it shall be in the midst of the land among the people, there shall be as the shaking of an olive tree.
The shaking of an olive tree. You know, look, an olive tree is firm. And when an olive tree is one of the only trees other than cedar trees, when it take root, it go like 50 feet in the ground. So that means in order to shake an olive tree, the whole earth got to shake. Huh? It sounds like an earthquake to me. Huh? So earthquakes in diverse places, a great earthquake, everything on earth gonna be burned up. People mourning. They asking for wine. This sounds like the end of times. Written by Isaiah. 1,000 years before it happened. Come on.
And as the gleaning grapes when the vintage is done, they shall lift up their voice. They shall sing for the majesty of the Most High.
Yeah.
They shall cry aloud from the sea. Wherefore glorify ye the Most High in the fire, even the name of the Most High Yah of Israel in the isles of the sea.
Come on.
From the uttermost part of the earth have we heard song, even glory to the righteous. But I said, my leanness, woe unto me. The treacherous dealers have dealt treacherously.
You hear that? The treacherous dealers have dealt treacherously. Who is this talking about? And then everybody always thinks it's talking about the white man too. But the thing is, if you act like a white man, you have your mindset as the government, as Babylon, then what? You are part of Babylon. So it's going to be a lot of headstrong Negroes getting judged too. Huh? Look, you think our so-called leaders ain't finna get paid recompense for what they have done to our people too?
All right, y'all, shalom.
Shalom, family.
They in the same boat. Come on, Hebrew.
Yeah, the treacherous dealers have dealt very treacherously. Fear and the pit and the snare are upon thee, O inhabitants of the earth.
Hear that? Judgment is coming. It's here. It's at the front door. And look, the thing about judgment from God, it ain't no escaping.
No.
Ain't no escaping. You can run from the feds, you can run from the cops, you can run from whoever, but you can't run from the judgment of Yahweh. Can't run. So it's time to face that. It's time to start keeping these commandments and being detached from this world. Because this world is getting burnt up. Yeah. Don't get caught with the keys in your hand. Huh? Oh, you the owner of this house and it's burnt? You got the keys?
You got the chip?
You got the chip? Hey, look. And that day we shall see. Huh? Because look, when them hunger pains come, have y'all ever felt real hunger?
Nah.
Huh? Nah, ain't nobody went on no real fast. Huh? Nah. Have anybody down here fasted more than 2 days?
Yeah,
huh?
But still.
Yeah, ain't felt no real hunger pain. Like I'm talking about that hunger that had you benched over. Huh? Have any of y'all excruciating pain? Torture? Like a lot of people gonna be flipping the script because they're not fully persuaded. Because at the end of the day, it's gonna come down to belief. And a lot of Hebrews don't believe. You just read the patience of the martyr of the saints was what? That the Most High coming for recompense and the faith in Jesus Christ Yahweh Shah. A lot of people lack belief. But the crazy thing is, everything the prophecy prophesied about is happening right now. We're going to be tested with death, and we're going to be tested with the lust of our flesh. And there's a lot of weak-minded Hebrews out here. And we need to start dealing with that. Start praying for strength. Start praying for more faith, because it's here. And don't get caught with them keys to the burning house. Huh? That's like getting caught in a stolen car that you done took for somebody. You done killed them and beat them for it. You got the keys and you in the car. Well, I don't know. This ain't mine. No, Negro, this yours.
You get your case.
You going to judgment for it. You got to face a judge for it. So we got to watch that. We got to make sure that we're not too attached to things that's around us. And look, this is including human beings. Huh? You can't love your child more than you love God. Look, what happened if this man, this government, this man, he whack your child and look, if you don't, you doing what? Huh? What God you worship? Look, say it's Christ. I'm blowing your son's brain off right now. Huh? What you gonna be like? No, it ain't Christ. I worship Allah, Ali Akbar. Or is you gonna be like, look, do what you gotta do. Look at your son and be like, look, I see you with the king. I'm going right after you anyway.
Right behind you.
Like the stuff that we see on movies and the stuff we see on CNN that's happening in these foreign countries is coming to a city near you.
That's right.
They ain't been preparing for all this time for no reason. I'm telling you, I seen them myself. All these, look, me and bro was in Granite City. We seen all the tanks, like trains is full of tanks, full of tanks and all this army gear. Like, what is going down? What is gonna happen? Like they preparing for something. You know what I'm saying? On this soil, within this soil. It ain't for nobody else. Like the greatest war is finna be silver. Silver right inside of earth. Huh? Us against them. And I don't mean black against white. I mean the righteous against the wicked. Is we prepared?
That's the race war.
That's the race war. Yeah, righteous against wicked. And we prepared for that though. But we see destruction is coming. Destruction coming. Come on, Hebrew.
Hold on, Sister Gam got something in the back. Somebody else has something. I think Isaiah had his hand up too. Go ahead, she. Hold on, Gam had her hand up first. Go ahead, Gam.
I was just going to comment on something that we were talking about earlier. You said that, when some people, when one of the beats and all that take place, they don't be hungry, they don't try to switch on and all that. Even some people are not going to be able to do that because people are going to remember. Just like when they denied Christ, and they said, we remember you. We saw you with him.
Yeah.
You were with him. So they're not even going to be able to try to do that because your coworkers are going to remember you saying, I don't need no court. I'm celebrating no holiday. I need all of the class over.
Right.
So even some people are not going to be able to do that because someone is going to remember.
Oh Yeah, you been out here on these highways and byways?
It's probably, yeah.
You a super brew?
Yeah, honor, humility, SCL.
I seen that YouTube channel.
Yeah. Yeah, man, wow. Yeah, you right.
Yeah, we say you a super brew? Yeah, that's you? Yeah.
What up, Zay? What up, Zay? What you got, Zay?
No, I was just thinking about what it was going to do to second son.
That's right.
She had to go to the very end. She told her children to go to the very end. You down to Christ. It ain't about your mama, it ain't about your brother, your sister. It's about Christ. And I just was reading Isaiah. We continue on in Isaiah, like 3 more chapters, like 3 more verses or whatever. It says, do it, no, I can't quote China on that, but the woman.
You get it just out loud. We put it on the board.
The magazine, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
The woman who said her son, she had to give her son.
Yeah.
But and you notice how she trained him.
It said, take that walk, or take him whatever it is.
Yeah.
You may not put him on. It can be something as simple as this nice gift that I just want to give you. It can be something as simple as that. But it can be really something way bigger. You could be selling your soul off. Pork chop. We do it for pork chop. We do it for a pair of nights.
Yeah, some Jordans.
He talking about the walk of beast. We do it for some fresh Jordans, man.
You right, Zay? Hey, you right.
Real talk, bro.
I'm saying, like, it's time for us to start becoming detached from these materialistic things that wither away anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like them new Jordans. You wear them for a good month straight. Don't wear them every day. I like to wear the hell out of my shoes. They done. They're done. They're done. You know what I'm saying? The front toes bent up. They talking it a little bit. So then what? You know what I'm saying? Like all these clothing, raiment, all this stuff. And it goes back to the scripture where he says, store your treasures up for heaven.
That's
Why
right.
are you storing them up for earth?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Look, moth, thieves, everything gonna break through, eat them out, rust. All these things get corrupted. Well, you need to be seeking something incorruptible. And look, it's not on earth. Like, look, the problem is we scared to die. And the reason why a lot of Hebrews are scared to die because they don't believe in the afterlife. And the reason why you don't believe in the afterlife is because you don't believe in Christ. Like, let's keep it 100. It all goes down to belief. Because if you really believe in what thus says the Lord, why is you tripping off some Jordans or a house and a car anyway? Huh? You don't believe. And that's where the mark gonna come in. The mark is gonna be the separator. The mark is one of them. The mark is a part of the ride. You know how everybody gotta go under the ride? It's coming right now. Do you believe or not? You gonna drop dead right here and get your crown of salvation, or is you gonna die? You gonna live for a little longer, take the mark, and die and go to the lake of fire? Like, it's belief. We dealing with a belief system. That's what we dealing with, a belief system.
That's right.
Because we believe what we see. We see the keys to the burning house, and it feels good. You can't see them eternal keys to the kingdom. You can't get it right there. It's not right here, right now. It's on the other side of a dimension that you're not on. And you have a problem with that because you are spiritually blind and you can't see beyond the dimension. And that's how a lot of Hebrews gonna give in. Come on, Hebrew.
When the book of Isaiah chapter 24 verse 18. And it shall come to pass that he who fleeth from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit. And he that cometh up out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare. For the windows from on high are open, and the foundations of the earth do shake.
It's talking about earthquakes. It's talking about fires. It's talking about people losing their minds. Judgment is coming. When have this happened? It ain't happened yet. It's coming. It's coming. Come on.
The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly.
Come on.
The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard.
You hear that? It's talking about that great earthquake. Look, it's going to happen. Scientists are talking about that right now. The fault lines and how the plates are shifting and how 100 earthquakes happen like every 2 hours that we don't even feel or hear about. Man, how they talking about how Las Vegas, Nevada is going to break off. California is damn near all the way underwater. They say one good shake, everything breaking up.
Sinkholes swallow up houses.
And look, check out this, look up this global warming stuff. They talking about, they predicting, and they predicting from now between the year 2020 that if this great earthquake happened, how all the volcanoes going to erupt at certain times. They was talking about in Atlanta. They saying them not really mountains. They might be deactivated volcanoes. Like, all right, look, when it goes down, it's gonna go down. There's nowhere to run. No, where you gonna go to? Huh? Like, we finna have to face destruction head on. You know what I'm saying?
You have to understand that, like what he's saying is that if somebody hits a telephone pole and knocks the power out, and people are without power, businesses are shut down, your house, you ain't got no electricity, no air conditioner or heat, and people can't take that. Calling the electric company, when the power gonna be back on, when the power gonna be back on. If we talking about one person taking out one telephone pole and taking out a chunk of a city, let the ground move. And then water pipes bust. And then you can't flush your toilet. Or you ain't got no lights. Or you can't even get down the street. We had a storm one time, a tornado came by my house, took me, and I was on call, took me an hour to get off my block, to get to work. Would it let a tree fall down in the street and block off a pathway, and people can't take that.
We talking about the finger of God touching earth.
Let the earth move.
I'm saying, like, what are we gonna do? Ain't no evacuation plan at this point. Ain't no preparation. All your food, all that don't mean nothing at this time. Ain't gonna be no water, food run out. Negroes get hungry. I mean, look, once all the food gone, all the water gone, ain't no more toilet paper. Then what? Then what?
Oh man,
that's what I'm saying. Like, certain Negroes and socks run out too. Certain Negroes don't have enough. Look, Negroes start eating each other. I'm telling you, Negroes will start eating each other. Remember that plane that crashed? Plane crashed. Only one man survived. They was lost for 3 years. They like, what happened to everybody else? He like, I don't know. True story.
Even scriptures when they surrounded them like that.
Gates being seized.
Yeah, they say, yeah, that's in the scriptures.
I know that sounds crazy, bro, but it's
It's lack of faith. So look, if Negroes doing that, and then somebody have an alternative plan, well, just pick up a chip, take the chip, you eat good, you drink all the wine,
air conditioning,
anything you want. I'm saying, who's selling out and who not? I mean, this is something you answer in your own heart.
No doubt.
I mean, I know. Negroes is, it's a lot of pump-made Negroes out here that can't even go 2 days without eating. On atonement, people barely making it through atonement. You complaining about atonement? Like, come on, man. 24 hours, no water, no food. We talking about 36 hours. 48, 72 hours. I guess you believe the white man. You know, you only can live 3 days without water when your body is made of 75% water. Come on, it don't even add up. But we so conditioned and trained by this burning house that we don't know nothing else. So when you get the keys, you feel like you have your piece of something, like you finally have made your mark in society. And all truth and reality, this society is destined for flames. Who want to be a part of that? Huh? Look, they have something, what they call it when you look for a loan in your credit bank. They call you like a high risk something, where they won't even deal with you because you at high risk. Look, your past credit history shows that you don't pay your debt. Why we don't take America through the same thing? Like, hold on, you look at the history of this beast. He killed all our brothers. He steal. We work for the pennies on the dollar. Then they charge us interest. Okay, this house, if I buy this house, I don't own the land, so I really don't own this house. Everything we do, we don't get nothing from it. And then they hand you the keys. You be like, nah, player, you high risk. I don't want to deal with you. I refuse to contract with you. Why we don't deal with them the same way they deal with us? I'm talking about the system. Why? Because we have fell in love with this. We are under illusion that this is beautiful and it's not. All because you can get up in the morning and brush your teeth with a toothbrush and wipe your butt with some tissue and put on some clothes and jump in a car. And everything that I just mentioned, Negro, you don't even own yourself. You had to go somewhere to get it. But we're going to read where it says that once this house get burned down, once Babylon get destroyed, it says the Most High going to raise the spiritual house of David. And this shall abide forever. What about that house? Why a house burning and y'all got the keys to it? It's another house being built that y'all don't even see. Y'all worried about this house and there's a whole spiritual house being built. Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage. And the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. It shall fall and not rise again.
Won't be no more Babylon, America, KKK. That's the end. That's the end. Everything has an end and a beginning. And the end of America, the end of Babylon, the end of sinners and transgression is going to be done with. So you better not be caught being a part of Babylon. You better not be caught being a transgressor and a sinner. Like, it's time to detach. Because when that goes down, if you're a part of it, you go down with it. We see it all the time. How many brothers is doing 100 years just for being in the car? Huh? For being in the car. I don't want nothing to do with this place. I'm cool. Come on.
And it shall come to pass in that day that the Most High shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth.
You hear that? So all this wickedness in high places, they getting dealt with. All them angels and watchers that left their state, they getting dealt with. All these kings that dealt treacherously with the daughters of Zion and the men of Israel, they getting dealt with. Like, judgment is coming to everybody. Everybody. Like, you better be looking good on that day.
So every police officer that think they doing something wrong, they account for it too.
Yeah.
It hurts for us to see these things going on and to see that if you just go back into the 70s, you think brothers didn't have a chance today? Brothers didn't have a chance then. You talk about free cases, walking down the street where you were preyed upon.
Yeah.
Preyed upon. Brothers locked away for years and they did nothing.
How we look on the camera? And then you know what's crazy is I was watching Facebook. I was on Facebook 2 days ago, and it was a white man. His brother had got killed by the police. His brother got killed by the police. A brother police officer at a bank to get help and whatever. Anyway, the white boy ended up dying, and the dude got everything on camera. Man, if you look at the comments, man, it's all Negroes on there. Oh, we just pray for his family, and how could they do him like that? I'm like, how many of your brothers then got murdered in the streets by this white boy, by these white police officers? Now we got a black police officer and a white boy died. Now all of a sudden we, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, okay, I see everybody's gonna be taking these marks. The mark. I see everybody that's gonna be siding with America. They love this. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all look like Israelites, but on the inside you was white as them. And when I'm speaking, I'm not talking about skin color. I'm talking about the thoughts. Just like them. Hate your people just like them. You're a part of Babylon. So when judgment comes to Babylon, don't be trying to be black this day. Don't be trying to be Israelite. Because your mindset ain't on what we own. We're detached from this world. We're not of this world. We're not from this world. We are aliens. We're pilgrims here. Why do I have any association or any love for anything that's here? Huh? Come on, let's get it.
Picking your skin? What? Do it. Y'all on camera.
Verse 22. And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered into the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison.
Yeah.
And after many days shall they be visited. Then the moon shall be confounded, and the sun ashamed.
Yeah, so the moon ain't gonna get no more light, and the sun ain't gonna give no more light. When has that happened? Alright, so all this is future prophecy. Come on.
When the Most High of Hosts shall reign in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem, and before his ancient glory.
Come on, let's get some more scripture. Let's go to 2 Peter 3. 2 Peter 3. The keys to a burning house. So what is this burning house, y'all? 2 Peter 3. What's this burning house? So what's the keys? Anybody know what the keys is? Nah, man, I don't think y'all listening out here. Unless y'all just don't want the keys. Huh? What's the keys, y'all? If Babylon is the burning house, what's the keys? Huh? There's the lust of, there you go, Hebrew. There you go, Hebrew. Yeah, all right, somebody listening.
The lust thereof.
The lust thereof. But forget it. We in 2 Peter 3. Started 8, you bro.
That's your line.
Everybody there? 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 8.
Yes, sir.
But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long-suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish.
Now, why would he say that? Not willing that any shall perish. Meaning what? Perishing is coming, right? But he don't want us to perish. That means a judgment coming. So if he don't want you to perish, why are you in a position to be perished? Why are you working iniquity? Why are you sinning? Why are you attached to everything that he's going to burn? Huh? Like if I know that these are gasoline draws, guess what? I'm not putting them on. Like what we put on gasoline draws for? Like we so into material things. We so caught up in it. Who got the nicest car? Who got the best truck? Who got the best this? Who got the biggest house? And look, whether you living in a hut, whether you living in a mediocre crib, or whether you in a mansion, all of it's gonna burn the same. So at the end of the day, it levels the playing field.
We all in the same.
Huh? Come on.
But that all should come to repentance.
That all should what?
Should come to repentance.
Come on.
But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
So while you got the keys to this burning house, you putting the furniture in this house, you looking good, keeping up with the Joneses, you working half of your day, sun up to sundown, not getting no studies in, judgment is coming. They said we all supposed to be repenting. Huh? We're supposed to be spending personal time with the Lord. But you too busy giving it all over to this systematic system. That's, look, destined for flames. Not saying quit your job or nothing like that, but I'm saying, like, where's the balance at?
Balance it out.
Where's the balance at? Come on.
In the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
So look, the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. That's sonic boom. Huh? That sound like something, what you call a monstrosity. It's like a monstrosity finna happen. Huh? Come on.
And the elements shall melt away with fervent heat.
So look, we are a sonic boom, and then the elements. Y'all know what elements is? Element is air, water. Huh? How can air melt? What type of heat is that? What type of boom is that? Huh?
Right.
Like, what is really finna happen to Earth?
You remember in school they showed you the periodic table, all the elements. Oh, well, all that's gonna burn up.
Look, and then look, all of that is gonna burn. Look, this is the thing. How can an element destroy an element like that? Obviously, this element is supernatural. That's gonna destroy. Look, this is what I'm saying. Fire, water, and wind. All of these are combustible elements. It says all these are gonna be melted away. How is that? What is that? Like what is the Most High bringing? We know it's fire, but what type of fire is this? This is a different type of fire. This is called judgment fire, destructional fire.
That's right.
Huh? It's a different type of fire that's coming to earth. Something that your mind can't even fathom.
Exactly.
And this is what's gonna burn America.
Exactly.
And you in love and attached to it?
Hey, bro, the closest thing you can even fathom is a nuclear bomb going off.
Thermonuclear.
And he was reading about something hotter than that.
Hotter than that. It melts the elements. Again, how the hell do you melt air?
Yeah. You watch any show with just for a sort of a picture of a volcano.
That's right.
When the rocks are melting, if a volcano can melt rocks, and this is what we see today,
in the physical.
which is something that's normal.
Yeah. When that bomb got dropped on Hiroshima and knocked your socks off. Yeah. Man, look. They had people's shadow. People's shadow was froze to the ground.
What about that bomb they dropped on old boy that he just disintegrated?
Oh, Jihadi John. You know him, Hellfire.
Yes. Hellfire.
One of the leaders of ISIS a couple months ago. His name was Jihadi John. America found out where he was. You won't be seeing him to the resurrection. They melted.
He evaporated. Look,
they melted that heathen. They dropped what's called a hellfire missile. They call it that. They dispatched one of their drones.
He didn't even know what
They dispatched one of their drones. They found out he was over in one of them caves somewhere. And they dropped what's called a hellfire missile. They named it that. Right out of the scripture.
Hellfire.
And it melted his DNA.
You know what I mean? Hellfire missile, lake of fire missile. And this ain't even touching on the lake of, this is what I'm saying. Look, we are not created for the lake of fire. We was not, that's not even for us. That's for Satan and his angels. Yeah. But if you a messenger of Satan, that means you an angel of Satan. So then it's made for you, I guess. I mean, it ain't made for me. You know what I'm saying?
That fire would be a whole lot hotter anyway, because these are heavenly beings.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, these are.
So that's gonna be a fire on another.
That's what I'm saying. Like your mind can't even fathom it. Don't none of us died and resurrected. Like you're not even in your new body or none of that. Like this fire, we can't even understand what type of destructional fire this is, but we playing around with it. You playing around with it every day, attached to the world, attached to your sins, still struggling with the same sins you were struggling on 5 years ago when you came into the truth. It's like, what are we doing here? Right. You know what I'm saying? Worried about keeping up with the Joneses. You wash your car more than you read your Bible. The hell is that? You know what I'm saying?
Dang, that made some people feel bad.
Hey, bring some more analogies like that, bro. Go ahead, get running.
You know what I'm saying?
They feel bad over there.
Like destruction is coming to this house, and you got the keys to this burning house, and instead of expecting it, you already have a move in there. When it's on its way out. Come on.
And the elements shall melt away with fervent heat. The earth also, and the works that are therein.
The earth also, and the works that are inside this earth.
Shall be burned up.
Shall be what?
Shall be burned up.
Come on.
Seeing that all these things shall be dissolved. What manner of person are ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
You shouldn't be talking about nothing but the second coming of Christ. You shouldn't be doing nothing but keeping his commandments and believing in his salvation. You see what I'm saying?
Moses said these things will be dissolved.
Dissolved.
What does dissolve mean?
Disintegrated. Come on.
Verse 12, looking forward and hasting unto the coming of the day of God, wherein the heavens shall, being on fire, be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. I'm sorry I'm reading this like this because E40 used this in one of his songs.
Oh, happy day.
He's got that verse running through here, and I just keep repeating it like the dude on the song. I'm sorry.
Oh, happy day.
Nevertheless, we according to his promise look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness.
So look, so if we post in his promise according to the faith and the promise which is in the covenant. But if you don't have faith in the covenant doesn't apply to you because you don't have faith in it, right? So it says, according to the faith and the promise of the covenant, we're supposed to be looking for a new heaven and a new earth. So if we know a new heaven and a new earth is going to be here, why are we still attached to the old earth? Why are we so into this earth like that when we know that it got to be purged from sin? It got to be purged. So if we know that destruction is coming and it has to be clean, it has to be purged, why are we so attached to it? And again, we're aliens. We're pilgrims. We read the scripture all throughout scripture. Like, of course, we was made of earth, but we're not even from earth. We're literally spiritual beings having a human experience. So why we act so physical all the time? Let a Negro light bill and water get cut off right now. Oh, God hate me. You probably won't see them for a couple of weeks. For real, you probably won't see them for a couple of weeks. They stop coming around. Then when they get back up, now it's back around. Like it's not America that's messed up. It's you. It's your belief. It's your belief. You're acting just like them. Like for real, we gotta quit being in bondage to the skin we in and attached to everything. All this is not even real. It's not even finna be here. Like anytime now, it's gonna crash. Once these prophecy is popping, we dead missed in the middle of it. Like, what are we doing? What's more important? Going to work day in, day out just to pay a car note to look good? You know what I'm saying? Buying all the fancy shoes and clothes and, you know what I'm saying? Having 1,000 wives and being all in the camera, or keeping the commandments to live. You know what I'm saying? Speed walk. Like, which one? Come on.
13 again. Nevertheless, we according to his promise look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. Wherefore, beloved, seeing that you look for such things, be diligent, that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless. Be diligent.
Wow.
15. And account that the long suffering of our Lord is salvation, even as our beloved brother Paul also, according to the wisdom given unto him, hath written unto you. As also in all his epistles, speaking in them of things in which are some things hard to be understood.
A lot of people don't understand, Shaul. Come on.
Which they that are unlearned and unstable rest, as they do also the other scriptures unto their own destruction.
So we're just saying, a lot of people don't understand Paul's writing, so they twist them up. And that's where you get the Pauline doctrine and all that other bull crap from. Come on, 3:17, and we'll come keep it moving.
Ye therefore, beloved, seeing ye know these things before, beware lest ye also, being led away with the error of the wicked, fall from your own steadfastness, but grow in grace and in the knowledge of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Right.
To him be glory, both now and forever. Amen.
I can grab the script right here out.
Go ahead.
1 John chapter 2. There's two verses.
Oh, well, look, let me go
3 verses. 1 John chapter 2, 15 through 17.
Go ahead, I'll mark that off, man.
See, I got it up here on the board too, y'all. 1 John chapter 2, we're going to go next. 15 through 17. And it put us in the mindset we ought to be in. The mindset we ought to be in. Again, bro was saying earlier, balance out. We all know you got responsibilities and everything you got to take care of. You understand? But so do the Pope.
Right.
Alright, so do the most wicked heathen on the planet. He got a job. The next door neighbor that's a practitioner of Wicca, she has a job.
Right.
You understand? So none of that matters if you're not putting the Most High first and pressing this kingdom. That's what it all comes down to. Nobody telling y'all to, you know, go on your little self-missionary tonight and, you know, just forsake all. We all got things we got to handle and all that. But understand what's the number one priority. It's the kingdom of the Heavenly Father.
That's right.
It's this gospel, period, point blank in the story. And when your trial comes to where you must part from your little social status, from your little material wealth, hey, if you like the rich young ruler, what the Messiah say, hardly shall a rich man get into the kingdom. Because he loved his money. His money is his God. He easily works with it. He's a God of convenience.
Can't serve God.
You understand? And when the opportunity comes, like he told the rich young ruler, man, look, sell all you have, get it to the poor, and you can have treasure in heaven. Come follow me. He basically told him, you can seal your deal right now.
Right now.
Start crying.
He went away with the boo-boo mouth.
Started weeping.
You understand? Crying and snotting. Why? Because he was attached to his riches. So don't let that be you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say they can worship the Most High. Well, it's convenient for you. You ain't got nothing to worry about right now, you know. AC rolling, brand new car smell.
Tribulation coming though.
It's all good until everything start coming down and then you start second guessing your faith and belief. Don't let that happen to you. Job was richer than everybody in her combined. Right? He was the richest man in the East. And when it came down to his test, he told his woman, you're speaking foolishly. You understand? Like, should I not take this from the Most High and not take this? Blessed be the name of the Lord. And that's how we got to be. If it's time to part, so be it.
Yeah.
All right, 1 John chapter 2, 15. It says, love not the world. Love not the world.
Look, we can't be loving the world, but that's all it seems like now. A lot of people say, I don't love the world, but if you look at the actions, it's like, nah, Negro, you love the world. You know what I'm saying? Because let that car get towed tomorrow. You gonna act, boy, you gonna have a cow.
Right, be embarrassed, don't want to show back up.
Yeah, let them lights get cut off. Huh? You ain't finna light no candles. Huh? Let that refrigerator be empty as hell and you ain't got no money to buy no food. Huh? You probably a cursed God. So like we see just everything you do is all for the world. Like just think of your everyday thing. You go to work, you come home, you do what? You get in the shower, you get off, you eat. First thing you do, grab something to eat. You sit down, first thing you do is cut on your TV. You probably ain't prayed yet. You probably ain't meditated, did nothing. Everything you do has something to do with the world. Yeah. Let that TV be gone. Let that food not be in that refrigerator. Let that car be down. Let that job be like, what you gonna do then? What you gonna be doing then? Instead of like actually getting on your knees, fast, well you gonna have to fast anyway, you ain't got no food.
Right.
You force fast.
Force fast. That's what I'm saying though, like, that very, like, what are you gonna do in that day? You gonna curse God, or is you gonna be like, hey, you know what? Hey, all praises. This was gonna come anyways. The end is coming anyways. Food gonna be gone anyway. Refrigerator ain't gonna work no more anyway, because the electric gonna be cut off. Because I'm not taking the chip, so I ain't gonna be able to pay my electric bill. Like everything that we working towards now, since everything ain't forefront, this tribulation ain't smack dead in our face, right? Everything we working towards now is eventually not gonna be there. So why are we not preparing for that? Why are we so comfortable? Like we comfortable as hell where we at? Comfortable. Just like you just know you're gonna wake up in the morning, your car gonna start. Knowing you're gonna wake up in the morning, you gonna have money in your bank account. Do y'all know when it hit the fan, the banks can seize right now?
Yep.
Then what? What happened if the whole stock crashed right now? Then what? Huh? All funds get frozen. Then what you gonna do? You gonna be one of the ones that sell out because you ain't been preparing. You ain't been preparing. Like we have to prep for this because it's coming. It's coming. Like it ain't no escaping it. It's coming. It's here. Like what we gonna do? What up, Nick?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna tell you nothing. I'm just saying, just hit me. If we were doing the will of the Most High, like keeping some of his feast days, that Feast of Tabernacles, if it hit right now, you would. If you was keeping that feast, you would have a lot of stuff you'll need. You'll have a lot of your camping gear, your stuff. Y'all think it's a game. When you leave here, come down to Martin Luther King, crossover grade, like you heading toward the police station. It's a lot on the left-hand side. It's a man with a tent.
Yep.
Been living there for years.
Yep.
Can you do it? Anybody know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That man sits out there. He lives in that tent up against that tree.
Yeah.
He got a little garden thing growing next to
I've
him.
just seen it. Yeah.
Everything. You have to be ready for it. Now you was keeping the feast. Now I ain't talking about nobody this. I'm not doing this. I'm just saying these feasts also yield benefits in other areas. Because I've never had camping gear before. I'm just saying the truth. Until I started keeping the feast, now I got, in case something happens, I got a tent that's waterproof. I got, candles, and stuff. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff you can use out there in the field if we had to go in. Like right now, if it came down like what Yaki is saying, and right now, the lights cut off right here in this building right now, and we walk outside and you see cars crashing, stores looting. Can you make it?
Man, you niggas gonna be running to the government. Where's the chip? Where's the chip?
And listen, don't think
I come to you to get the chip. Look, like for real.
Don't think that ain't
all apocalypse movie and all them zombies. Look, they not showing y'all that for no reason.
Right.
Like the end is coming. Destruction is coming. Like where is your mindset at? Like it's time to start getting spiritually prepared. It's coming. And what? Look, ain't no leaving the country. I don't have money to leave the country. I'm broke.
Y'all can't leave anyway without that permission.
So that's what I'm saying. So look, meaning we gonna be stuck in what? The melting pot. The melting pot. So spiritually, you better not be a part of that burning house. Like it's coming. It's coming.
Just be ready. Look, in this class, it's not to scare you. It's not a spookism.
Yes, it is a scary. Yes, it is. You better be scared.
Look, I heard what my brother, but I'm saying, take it to heed for preparation. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I ain't talking about like, you know what I'm saying? What you should be hearing are things that I need to be getting myself set up for spiritually, physically, and mentally.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can call this. I mean, I don't look at them. I ain't saying my brother off, because I see what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying. What I'm saying is, that should have everybody when they leave here in a mindset. You don't do nothing but look, challenge yourself every paycheck. Go buy something that can help you when you leave outside of your house. But just do that. Just every paycheck, go buy a little piece of something.
And look, I
can help you if you have to go to the wheel.
And I understand you need, but look, check this out. This how cold the Most High is. All them tents, all tents. That's gonna look. That's get old. Food is running out. Canned food. I don't care if you got 5 years supply. After 5 years, then what? Like look, he's making it to where you ain't gonna be able to do nothing but make a choice. Depend on me wholeheartedly, or sign your soul over. That's what it's gonna come to.
They see that depending on him wholeheartedly does not mean still breaking commandments.
Yeah.
Just because this is going to be the way it is, don't mean, okay, well, Lord, I ain't got no more job. I'm trying to hang on to my house. I need to do what? Go out here and rob and steal to keep my household going. That's right. My rib asked me one time, she said, if you lose your job today, what would you do tomorrow? I said, I got to go to 5 McDonald's to try to keep the money coming in that I'm bringing in now. It can't stop. You know, it's not like it's a necessity, but the fact is, you got to have your mindset ready to go. If this go out, what am I going to, just like say, if the lights go out, I got a candle. I ain't got to go to the store to get a candle. I got a candle. I got a flashlight. But your mind is, if you lose your job, you just can't go home and sit there and wait on another one to come. I got suspended once in my job. I found another one before I went home. You see what I'm saying? Before I went home at the end of the day, I had a place to go the next morning. That's how your mindset has to be.
Be ready.
You got to. You got to.
Man, we gotta have
spiritually first.
We gotta have belief, man.
Straight up.
We gotta have belief because, like, okay, even after that job, when that's gone, then what? Say you can't get a job nowhere else, then what? Like, death is coming. Everybody have to die. It's belief. That's the key to all of this. Belief in keeping the commandments, because ain't no job finna stop this mark of the beast, because it's prophecy. Can't none stop prophecy but Yahweh. He can't turn back on his word, so it's coming. It's happening. You gotta have faith and belief, and you gotta keep his commandments. Other than that, that's the only thing that's gonna protect us, because we gotta die anyway. Look, ain't no flesh and blood inheriting the kingdom of God. No. I'm not finna just go to heaven like this. And look, I mean, most likely, from all the work we putting in, they coming straight for us anyway. So, I mean, hey, they come picking us up. You know what I'm saying? So they coming straight to the door. Hey, Yaki, Maccabee, hey, come on. So, I mean, hey,
I believe.
Most likely, we getting martyred for this truth anyway. But on that day, though, which one of these bros gonna be like, you know what? I was lying. I ain't believe in Christ. I ain't had nothing else to do.
We've seen it before then.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, we gotta have belief. I understand all the preparation, but the only preparation is keeping commandments.
Right.
That's the preparation.
That's right.
That's the preparation. And faith. That's what I'm talking about here. And giving back these keys that's been given to us with this illusion. Like something real is attached to it. Okay, you have a car. Negro, everybody got a car. You probably have lost more and tow up more cars than you have right now. Okay, everybody have a house. Like, what's happening when all this stuff leaves? Then what? What are you doing now? Like, how much attached to our own selves are we before we attach to God? That's what I'm talking about. Like, how much you love yourself more than you love the Most High? Or you willing to starve? Or you willing to die for the Most High? Or do you love yourself too much and you gonna take that mark when you gonna die anyway? Because look, best believe, whether you believe in heaven or hell, you believe in life and death because you see it. So you have to die. Where are you going after that? What are you, like, that's what I'm talking about, prepping for death. And the only prepping you can do life after death is what? Keeping the what, y'all? Commandments. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Because look, you can live 5 years, have your canned goods and all of that. Know how to strike a match with some twigs and a piece of leaf. What's going to happen when that gets burnt and scorched up? Because fire is coming. Fire. Hellfire. We never experienced this in our life. Don't even know what it looks like. Destruction of fire from the throne of God. Yes, this is supposed to scare you. You know what I'm saying? You have to have fear. With fear comes what? Wisdom. And wisdom is keeping what? The commandments. So we need to fear this. Like, this is real and it's not going nowhere. Everybody be trying to like sweep this stuff under the rug. We acting just like the government. Like this ain't coming towards America. Like, it's time to prepare. Keep his commandments and have faith, because destruction is coming. And you better not get caught with them keys to that burning house. We need to totally disconnect ourselves from this system. And I don't mean quit your job. I mean when it's come time where, hey, you want to have to take this mark to keep this job, or you got to quit. When they start twisting your laws up with your God, no, it ain't no following the laws of the land at this point. That's out the door.
They ain't even biblical anyway.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't at all. But that's out the door at that point. You see what I'm saying? So like the thing is, like, where are you at within yourself? How much attached to this world you are? How much attached to your children, your parents, your family, your bros? Like, it's a limit to all of that. Yes, I love you enough to die for you, but I don't love you enough to die the second death for you at all. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'll give my life for you, but I'm not going to give my soul for you. The hell you mean? What do they even sound like? Right. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the burning house. The burning house don't only consist of America. The burning house consists of the whole earth and the wickedness that's involved in it. Because we just read that the earth and the works therein will be burnt up. That's the house. Anything that, the burning house is anything that's opposition to God. And we don't need to be a part of that. Y'all understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
All praise.
Made a little bit more clear. Actually, look, I'm going for my little key of belief.
1 John 2:15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Verse 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life.
Ooh, hold on, boy. He said what? The lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the what?
Pride of life.
Life. All these things is attached to the world. And all these things is going to be the reason why we get sent to that lake if we don't get rid of them. The lust of the flesh, that's everything we talking about. These keys to this burning house. The lust of the eyes, been deceived with our eyes. Not what we see with our spiritual eyes, but what we see with our physical eye. And the pride of life. Negroes have so much pride in life that soon as it threatens their life, even if it's wickedness, they be like, hey, they give it away. They just give up. We selling our souls, like Isaiah was saying. Negroes are selling their life, selling their souls for some Jordans or some Facebook likes. You know what I'm saying? Let alone a house or their car or their children. Like, look, spiritually, a lot of us ain't ready. Not ready. Because the lack of belief. Let's keep it real. Let's quit trying to walk around the subject here. It's the lack of faith. That's what we dealing with, and that's what we've been dealing with. That's what we dealing with. That's what Negroes really don't believe. Because if you did, you wouldn't be talking, you wouldn't be a part of these things that Valley reading right now. Honestly. Come on, bro.
For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father.
Is what?
Is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away.
In the world what?
Passeth away.
So destruction is coming to this world. It gotta perish. Come on.
And the lust thereof.
And the lust thereof. Meaning the lust that's inside this world is passing away. It's gonna pass away with it.
But he that doeth the will of the Most High. Boy, you're farting there. Ain't nowhere yet, player. You ain't no getting away from this beast, man.
Well, let's get her done.
All right, Revelation 17, verse 1.
You doing both these whole chapters?
Yeah, both whole chapters.
And there came one of the seven angels, which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, and I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore, that sitteth upon many waters.
So we see it's seven angels, and each of these seven angels are over these seven churches of Asia. You know what I'm saying? So each of them have a vow, and these vows are full of woes, meaning warnings and destruction, right? So some destruction is going to start happening. But notice their first conversation is over this great whore that sit upon many waters. And we was just talking, and Maccabee was talking about it earlier. U.S., you know what I'm saying, the United States military is the only army that's set up to have a military base everywhere in the world. Nobody else is like that. So we see that America is a spiritual representation of Babylon. Then once you really get in the scripture, you start reading about this mystery Babylon in Egypt. And the only places that matches this place is so-called America. Because we is the only place that influence the world like we do. And whether it's in economy, commerce, whether it's in financial stability, influence, war, weapons, food, slaves, merchants, anything, it's America. So who is this mystery city, Great Babylon? It's this whore. You see the whore. They got a statue up in New York. She's got the crowns on her head, got her finger up with the torch. No, we know who this whore is.
She's not the bride of the Most High. She's a whore.
She's a whore.
You understand? She represents in other words, she represents everything that's against God.
Yeah.
Everything abominable. From the bestiality acts that's happening to transhumanism. Y'all should look some of that up. Yeah. Transhumanism, post-transhumanism.
Yeah.
You understand? All type of stuff, man. Trying to digitize your entire reality.
Yeah.
To sync, you know how they got you on your phone, sync all your files. They're trying to sync mankind with AI, artificial intelligence. This beast is for real.
Yeah, she's not playing, and she's not slacking. She's going hard, and we not. That's the problem. And the thing is, we see examples of what happened to stuff like this. When this went down in Sodom and Gomorrah, what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah?
Ooh.
Look, it incinerated so much, other cities burnt around it. That's what I'm saying. So if that happened to these little cities, what's going to happen to the earth? Because the whole earth then partaking in her wine, then drunk from her cup, meaning everybody in wickedness. So what the Most High going to do to earth then? If this happened to Sodom and Gomorrah, what is going to happen to earth? Fire is coming. Destruction is coming. Or you prepared or you ready? Or is you going to be one of them Negroes selling out? Half these Negroes acting like they on a level, acting like they got faith. Soon as that chip come and they see them guillotines, they gonna be like, you know what? I was playing.
I need that up.
I was playing.
Later for that Bible.
That's what I was playing. That Bible, Genesis who? Christ.
Shalom.
Huh? What?
But look, hey, it's like she said, that ain't gonna escape. We ain't gonna escape that. We've been saying on Facebook.
That's what Sister Gab said.
I mean, yeah. What I mean, like I said, with us, I mean, this is what it is.
Dead man walking.
We dead men walking. They gonna be like, oh yeah, out of humility, round them up. They probably addresses and all. I mean, hey, I already know my. I'll be a one.
Ariel Al.
They're gonna call out the whole name. Ariel Al Ben Israel.
Yo, here, bud.
Hey, yo, like, and it'd be good for us to go forward for those that don't be conscious enough, you feel me? But in that day, you feel me, they know, like, the reason why you do things out, you know what I'm saying, not to take it out because I don't want to not eat or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? Rather so than the individual just taking something. We're already telling you why you're not going to take it, so they'll remember their mind when they get into their see like, like this and don't take it.
Yeah.
Go to the death, die. I remember them talking about that back in the day.
Prime example, Hebrew. Eleazar with the pork, like we was talking about earlier. That's, you know what I'm saying? Or the mother with the 7 sons. So we have examples where we can look back on and be like, hey, they didn't do it. He didn't do it for a piece of pork. You know what I'm saying? A piece of pork. Like, so that means our car, our houses, our children, our mothers, our fathers, our brothers don't. If he did that he died for a piece of pork, that means this can't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to be detached from this world and the lust thereof. Because that's how they gonna get us. They gonna play off emotions, they gonna play off senses, they gonna play off the wicked thoughts that you don't want nobody to know about, and they gonna play it like this. Sin, this is the thing about sin. Sin have a thing about spitting in your face. You gotta hide in the dark to do it, but it be loud as hell when you get around everybody. It's like everybody know, though. And look, the government have figured that out. They program you to love your sin. They study you and program you every day for your lust and desire. That's why when you watching TV, you see every time they show McDonald's, what pops up? Red. Red means desire, is lustful. Whenever they want you to go on a vacation and buy some plane tickets, they show blue. It makes you calm. It makes you want to relax. I want to go on vacation. Huh? You know what I'm saying? Like, all these things, everything that do with you, everything that got something to do with an Israelite or anybody in the world, they have us. And it's up to you to become detached from that. So if that means less TV, hey, that's what it is. At least when the lights go off, you won't be like, dang, I can't watch my favorite show. Negro, I don't watch it anyways. You know what I'm saying? Start fasting more. That way when that food get taken, you be like, look, I done went 3-4 days without eating or drinking. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? I can go more. Or that car, when that car start running, hey, look, I just walked today for no reason. Like, we too comfortable in this world. And by us being so comfortable, that's what's going to get used against us. And don't let you have a woman that you just whine and dine all the time. Oh,
I want to please you.
Hey,
y'all get keep slapping this thing.
That's pretty good, bro.
Soon as it go down, she gonna be like Job's wife. Oh, just curse God. Negro, you ain't nothing. You have no more money. Your cars are gone.
You're whack.
The house is burning down.
Your check ain't big enough.
Then what? You know what I'm saying?
That ain't big enough.
So this good for the women too. You know what I'm saying? It ain't all peaches and cream. Hey, but today let's do peanut butter and jelly just because. Even if it is steaks in the refrigerator. You know what I'm saying?
Look at that. DJ Night, baby.
It's time to start preparation. Come on, Hebrew.
Here you go, King.
Let's get it.
Revelation 17:2. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication.
Ooh, you hear that? So the kings of the earth had committed fornication with her. Now, what country or city have ties with everybody on planet Earth? Or if they don't have it now, they did. Who? America. Huh? Tied in to Great Britain. Even look, the Russia, they was tied in with Russia at one point. Huh? Anybody.
Yeah, you gotta bring dope Rome.
Yeah, gotta bring Rome in.
Because that's the wound that was healed.
That's what I'm saying. So look, Great Babylon, Mystery Babylon is no longer a mystery. We know exactly what we sitting smack dead in the middle of this deal. Huh?
That's right.
And they coming. And this whore gonna be like, look, it's time to get down and lay down. You ain't buying, selling, or trading without messing with me. Take my mark right now, or you gonna die of hunger or starvation. And a lot of these Negroes that have God as their belly gonna be like, you know what? I'm all in. Huh? For real. Or they're gonna put death on the table. Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Look, they said look, paydays of Israel. They already in. They already sucked to the loophole. You know what I'm saying? They're part of the matrix.
The Purple Boys too.
They're 501c3.
Purple Boys too.
And the Purple Boys are 501.
That's what I'm saying, man. A lot of people.
And they are the two big camps that say they will take.
What?
And they teach it.
It's crazy. Let's get her done.
L9.
We as a body, man, we gotta put the commandments to the heart because they are the teachers. You ain't gotta do all the commandments. Just think about taking one period. That's all you.
Yeah. No forgiveness.
None of the law. What's wrong with the pastor?
Yeah. It's no forgiveness. Like y'all see Creflo Dollar? This Negro have an ultimatum $100 bill.
Yeah, I seen that.
$100 bill.
Creflo got an
He got an
altar made out of
$100 bill.
Big head Ben Franklin's spot.
It look like it's at least 100,000 that built this altar. He got an altar about big as this table built of $100 bill.
$100 bill. Yeah.
Boy, that's the first Negro taking a mark. he already chipped up.
He's already chipped. He chipped up the record.
Yeah.
Great.
Come on, let's get it. Man, it's crazy. Ooh, man.
Real quick, before you change, I work in the finance industry. I've been seeing a lot of these when it's corporate, when they have these groups and what you call it, conventions down here. A lot of these corporate guys, when they're paying for their businesses and stuff like that, they're looking at the cards and they say that RWFI on the top of it, like on the black card. It looks like a black card.
Black card.
And they got the little chip, you know, because all the cards now, they not just swiping them anymore, they sticking it in the little chip.
Yeah, look, now what they doing now, they like, forget the credit card. Why you gotta carry around plastic? Let me just insert it inside your hand.
So when you bring the receipt to the table, they just go like this.
That's paid for. That's what I'm saying, man. It's her.
You come out the receipt book and be like this. This is your check, sir.
So look, us having wisdom and understanding. If that's here, that means judgment's here. It means destruction is here. It's at the front door. So what we gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying? Like if seeing that on CNN if that's not a face booster, that don't boost your belief in prophecy. I don't know what will.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like he's like Alex Jones going crazy. Like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Yeah.
It's her.
Yeah.
That's your front door. The end is near. Come on, bro. Let's get through this.
Verse 2 again. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
Hey, look, we know this to be true. We was talking about all these holidays and these days and not holy days. You know what I'm saying? Like, America is one of the only countries you can come to and worship any God you want to freely. America is one of the only countries you can come to and go through certain states. You can marry your damn dog. Or you can marry your brother. Or you can marry yourself. This dude. You know what I'm saying? You can homosexual marriages. You can marry bestiality. Worship any gods you want to. Founded off of paganism. Like, you can't even go to Africa with that gay stuff. President like, look, I ain't even kicking you out no more. You getting, we hanging.
Yeah, Mugabe ain't gonna play that.
He's not playing.
Yeah.
Go to Mexico. Go to Mexico on some homosexual stuff.
Go to Jamaica.
Go to Jamaica. Look, ain't nobody playing it, but look, like who this city, this whore that's been speaking about is America. Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 3. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness. And I saw a woman sitting upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of the names of blasphemy.
You hear that? Full of the names of blasphemy. She scarlet-colored beast, full of the names of blasphemy. You know what I'm saying? You look at the dollar bill, it says, "In God we trust." Then you start really thinking like, oh, okay, this can't be talking about my God. Blasphemy. Come on.
Having 7 heads and 10 horns.
Wow.
And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet colors, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls.
So she looked good on the outside, but on the inside, she wicked as hell. Full of fornication, rotten, graveyard. So these keys look good. The outside of this house look good, but on the inside, it is burning. It's destined for flames. The keys to a burning house. You showing everybody your keys. I got new keys, y'all. But the house
anointing oil on it.
Right. But it's smoke coming from the top window.
Yeah.
The back door busted open. You just happy you got some keys. Like, we can't be too attached to America or anything wicked, because this whole earth can burn and get scourged. And if you a part of it, you getting scourged with it. It's just simple and plain.
All praises.
You know what I'm saying? Come on.
You know what, it was funny, I remember Malcolm X in a speech, I think it was his grassroots speech.
Yeah.
He was talking about that. He said, you know what?
We sick.
Hey, look, he said, look, if God come back and take y'all out of America, half y'all gonna fight against God. Leave America. Leave this good white man. What else we got it better than this? So look, man, you have Negroes that will, I'm talking about when judgment comes and God get ready to redeem you, go back to Africa. What you mean, go back to Africa? I'm all invested in here. Gotta let it go, man.
Like put options?
Yeah. Come on, bro.
Yeah. Verse 4.
Come on.
And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color.
Beautiful.
And decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication.
So she looking good. She got a cup golden, but it's full of sin and wickedness, of her own sins and wickedness. Come on.
Verse 5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery.
It was written what?
Mystery.
Mystery. What do a mystery mean?
Something that needs to be sought out.
Something that needs to be sought out. Something you have to ask God to get some research on. And then when you see it, you're like, oh, mystery. But this mystery been revealed. We know who she is. Come on.
Babylon the Great.
Mystery Babylon the Great. Why do we call her the Great? That's because she influenced the whole earth in wickedness.
Right, so great doesn't mean righteous.
Oh, no, not at all.
Alexander the Great was not righteous.
He wasn't righteous at all.
Babylon the Great doesn't mean Babylon the righteous.
Yeah, not at all. Come on, Hebrew.
The mother of harlots.
The what?
Mother of harlots.
The mother of harlots. Y'all know what the mother is? That's the first. She the one that gives birth to the other little whores. That didn't sound kind of weird, did it?
You can't put it no other way.
Come on, bro.
And abominations of the earth.
And abominations of the earth. She defiled the earth. She teach everybody else how to defile the earth. And look, in her teaching you how to defile the earth, she's taken from you. She's like a thief of all thieves. She a thief of all thieves. Come on.
You know what? In the scripture, it teaches that order causes the land.
Yeah, to be defiled. You did a class on that, bro. Come on, bro.
And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints.
You hear that? So she's drunk with the blood of the saint. Not only inside her cup do she got abominations of the word of blasphemy, but she's drinking the blood of your ancestors, the blood of the people who died for our Lord and Savior. Israelites, your people, your family. She's drunk off that blood. Look, the crazy thing is, do the stats on how many brothers and sisters have been murdered through slavery and by police than anybody else in any other country. It'll blow your mind. It'll blow your mind, man. In one country, I think it was in Australia, only 2 people in 1 year got killed by the police. 2 people. And then you look on the side of U.S., man, be up in the hundreds of thousands, like one a day, that y'all don't even be hearing about. So who is this talking about? Huh? The blood of the saints.
Drunk with the blood of the
drunk
saints.
with it, meaning she's spilling so much of our blood in the street. This ain't happening nowhere else but America like this. Now don't get it twisted, we down all around the world, but that's prophecy. But we talking about this great whore. We talking about this great whore that has influence over the world. This is America. So destruction is coming for her. Come on.
And with the blood of the martyrs of Yeshua. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration.
She wondered like, who the hell is this whore? Huh? Like for real, this is like she straight about it. She with it. She like, who is this wicked woman? You know what I'm saying? Like just like boastful with the wicked. Wicked and be like, no, this ain't me. That ain't me that did that. No, that is you. What goes up must come down though. So look, we know how wicked she is. We know how influenced she is. Why are we a part of this? Why are we in love with this? Huh? Why are we in love with this? Huh? You want to go to school, get 100 degrees? Huh? Ain't gonna get you in the kingdom of heaven. You want the best cars, the biggest house with the picket fence, you know, the little chocolate dog? That ain't gonna get you in the kingdom. Like, fact of the matter is, America, Babylon, and all wickedness in the whole earth is destined for flames. And you gonna be a part of that? You gonna take the keys to the burning house? Then when the house burn all the way up, you gonna be the one trying to run from the door? It's too late. You in contract now. Huh? You know, to get a house, at least you gotta sign something. Huh? In blood. Come on, Hebrew.
I'm gonna read verse 7. And the angel said unto me, wherefore did thou smile? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman, and of the beast that carries her, which hath the 7 heads and the 10 horns. The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit.
Ooh, you hear that? Who coming from the bottomless pit? Who gonna be let loose? Huh? Satan. So we see that she's directly connected to who? Hashatan. Meaning she's controlled by Satan himself. Now it makes sense why she's so wicked. And all this whoredom is upon her. And everything she do is to serve not our God, but to serve other gods. Now you see why she's so against us. Because we about our Father's business. She's not. She's about her Father's business. Huh? That's why it's always a war continuing. That's why you work sun up to sundown. That's why you think getting to school get you the kingdom. That's why you want the best cars and you don't even read your Bible. That's why you buy more J's than you buy books. That's why you wash your car more than you read your script. That's why you doing everything else under the sun but seeking the mysteries of Yahweh. Because you are of this beast. You with her. You are drinking from the same cup that she's feeding everybody else with. And that day when she burned, guess who burned it with it? You were part of that madness. It's time to become detached from this world. Because like just look at your everyday moment, your everyday motions. You too attached to it. You plugged in. You're plugged in. Just look at your actions. Huh? Come on.
Read verse 8 again.
Yeah.
The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, and go into perdition. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose name were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world.
You hear that? From the foundation of the world. That sounds like he have chosen you from the foundation of the world. Meaning before all this was started, he already knew who was his and who wasn't. Ain't that scripture? Huh? So look, if you one of these Hebrews that's going to deny Christ when that mark comes, look, just quit playing now. Go sell your soul to Satan and live your life while you in this realm. Why are you playing yourself? Why are you fooling yourself? Because remember, all this is about belief. We can talk about America all we want, about Babylon. But at the end of the day, we all have to pass under their ride as individuals. We have to deal with our belief on our own. Huh? Come on.
When they behold the beast that was and is not, and yet is. And here is the mind which has wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth. And there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not yet come. And when it cometh, it must continue a short space.
So we see that. It's talking about kingdoms, kings, heads, countries, huh? Come on.
Verse 11. And the beast that was, and is not, and even he is the 8th, and is of the 7th, and goeth into perdition.
Watch your time, come on.
And the 10 horns, which thou sawest, are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but received power as kings 1 hour with the beast.
Come on.
These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast.
See that? So now when you start getting, you start reading, you get into like the United Nations, and you start seeing how many nations united and how they trying to push one world currency, one world government. You see everybody in on this plot, and the plot thickens. And it's like we left out by ourselves. So when you start getting into Daniel 7, and start reading these prophecies, and it talks about the horn, one was broken off, and the other one was above that one, and the ram. You start seeing that these are not actually talking about animals, these are talking, it's politicking going on.
Right, nations.
Huh? Nations against nations that's rising. Huh? Come on, you bro.
Psalm 83, is that a precept?
Pull it real quick. Why you? Yeah, most definitely. And you see it though. That's so look, when everybody, the United Nations. Now what's crazy is I just seen a truck 2 days ago on the road. That mug had United Nations, a white SUV. Yeah, United Nations on the side and then had FEMA on the top of it. I'm like, how is them two even together? Huh? In St. Louis. Right off of 270 between 367 and New Halls Ferry. That mug had United Nations on the side of it and FEMA at the top. Like, what's going on here? And why is that all of them in our city? We see a lot of this stuff in Missouri. Obviously something popping in Missouri. Huh? Like it's inevitable. Hey, look, they coming. They gonna be knocking on doors.
Homeland Security.
Yeah, Homeland Security. Come on.
Verse 14. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them.
You hear that? So they gonna make war with the Lamb, but the Lamb gonna overcome. Come on.
For he is Lord of lords, and King of kings.
Right.
And they that are with him are called and faithful.
And faithful. Look, called, chosen, and what was that last one?
Faithful.
Faithful. It all comes down to what? That faith, that belief. Because without that belief, Negroes is going to be, I'm telling you, double-minded, unstable. Soon as death on the table, I was just playing. Soon as they stomach hungry, they're going to blame me, well, I had to feed my children. All right? You can't love nothing more than the Most High. And this day is coming upon us fast. Like, who is prepared? And prepared, I ain't talking about having no tents and no canned goods and water stacked up. I'm talking about who's going to get caught. Why, when you get caught and you keeping the commandments and you was found faithful and true, that's being prepared.
Spiritual ration.
Exactly, bro. Come on.
Hey, so you notice the powers that be of the worlds or the armies of the world gonna be going to war with the Lord.
Yeah.
Everybody trying to be a stand-up Marine and you know what I'm saying? Join these different branches of military. The nations of the world gonna be fighting the Lord on his entrance back into this atmosphere, back into this plane of existence.
And peep something, bro. You see how everybody banging against each other right now? This is something what I call the white man. I call them, they bang against each other right all day for food. But when they run out of food and they need to impose on somebody else, they click up. Where y'all think this United Nations is? All of them finna be in lines with each other to take down what? To try to take down the Most High. Like Brandon always say, they not weaponizing space for no reason. What do y'all got weapons, thermonuclear weapons pointing out for? Also, y'all believe that an alien is gonna invade too. Makes sense. Like, look, war is coming. Everybody prepare for the war but us. Everybody prepare for the war but us. And look, what right now, everybody serving their God but us. Look at the Satanism. Man, these warlocks is at an all-time high. They praying, meditating every day to Satan. Huh? Everybody praying to their God, meditating to their God, fasting to their God, because they know war coming. What we doing? Yeah, washing our cars and buying new shoes and, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is going on here? It don't even make sense. Because we have bought into this American dream. Look, this crazy part is America ain't even bought into the American dream, but we have. And we as the slaves in America. It don't even make sense. Like they have sold us death. They have sold us an illusion and we bought it. We bought it. You have the keys to the burning house. They just gave you the house. They know it's burning. They don't want nothing to do with it. They're like, huh, you had the keys. You like, I finally get my piece of the American pie. Huh? Yeah, all right. Come on.
Verse 15. And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the horse sitteth, are people.
You hear that? And notice, anytime it's talking about the waters, it's always speaking of people. Same as the waters in the garden. When you get in Ezekiel, it's talking, yeah, all the waters always represents the multitude. Come on.
The waters which thou sawest, where the horse sitteth, are peoples, and multitudes, and nations.
And what?
Multitudes and nations. And tongues.
You see how much control this whore has? Huh? Other people, nations, multitudes, tongues. She got a very great backing. Because the thing about America, she say you can do what the hell you want to do. As long as it ain't in opposition to her. Right. You can curse your God. You can worship what you want to worship. Hell, you can do whatever you want to do. As long as you ain't messing with my money and my Federal Reserves, you all right. Something she worried about. Don't mess with what I got going on. Come on.
16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire.
Come on.
For God hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will.
See, so he got people stand back to fulfill the will of the Most High, because it's prominent. Look, nuclear war has to happen. It ain't, look, it's too many nuclear bombs not to be a nuclear war. Huh? The smartest man, the so-called smartest man on earth. What's his name? Steve Hawking? He said it. He was speaking through his little thing. He said it is prominent that a nuclear war will happen. He said it. Prominent. It's too many bombs out here.
So they're not doing it to the museum?
No. They use it. Look, see the difference between a Negro and the government use their weapons. We just show laws off and hide them under the seat when the police pull us over. You know. Yeah. Come on.
Verse 17. For God hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will.
Yeah.
And to agree. And to give their kingdom unto the beast. Until the word of God shall be fulfilled.
You hear that? So this beast is finna have control. Now he said he was gonna let Satan out that pit and he was gonna rule. And in this time his ruling is gonna be torment, calamity, tribulation. Like it's gonna, like, look, he said the world ain't, what's finna go around, he said the world ain't never witnessed and will never witness it again. Or you mentally prepared. Talking about you, look, you finna have to be in the spirit. You finna be seeing some things that will blow your mind. It said the people gonna be so scared that their heart is gonna fake, they gonna die, they gonna drop dead because their heart gonna be shaking up so much. What type of supernatural wickedness is we finna experience? That's why you better start getting your meditation on. I'm telling you. Look, Satan's gonna crack this box. Pandora box is open. You see all over Facebook, you seeing that I just seen, man, they got this hologram stuff, man, that was unbelievable. You got dinosaurs flying in the sky, all of a hologram. They got Earths and stuff showing, looking like another Earth is invading this Earth.
They got Tupac walking across the stage.
Yeah, Tupac. Snoop Dogg was just performing with them on stage. Like, all of this technology and stuff going on, like, our minds gotta be prepared. Notice they legalizing all these drugs now. Like now all of a sudden we can smoke out, like they trying to prep us for something. What's going on? What's happening here? Destruction is coming. And they need everybody, they need you to be bought into this American dream. While destruction is falling, America is falling around. Look, this is the crazy part. The dollar bill don't even have no use no more. It's weightless. It don't have no value to it no more, but you hustling day in and day out to make some debt money. While they buying all the gold, racking up on all the gold. Right. But you doing triple double overtime for some shekels. Don't make sense. And then when you get your paycheck, you be like, what the hell? Oh, so the more I work, the more y'all take? Yeah. Because you're doing overtime anyway for them. Like, look, America's going out fast. Fast. Why are we trying to keep up with it? Come on.
Verse 18. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city.
That woman you saw, that great order you saw, is that great city. And we see that mystery city is what? Babylon, America. That influenced the whole earth. Come on.
Which reigned over the kings of the earth.
Come on, let's do 18. We get up out of here.
All right, chapter 18. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, is fallen.
So look, this is a good thing. The angel came from heaven, Babylon fallen, he celebrated. He's like, look, this is still on his way out, Yahoo. Right. But how many Negroes be crying? My car, my house, my boats. Right, how many people gonna be turning back to go grab some clothes? Who's gonna turn back to go grab some clothes? Even the white man teach you that. If your house is on fire, you don't grab nothing, leave. How many gonna be trying to go back and grab memories and pictures? These are the only things that can't be replaced. America's on his way out.
Xbox and fire.
Don't let people have insurance. Look, the keys to the burning house. This deal on its way out. Come on.
Babylon the great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils.
You hear that? Become the habitations of devils. Remember, that bottomless pit was open, right?
Right.
And look, in this day, everybody gonna show their true colors. Tribulation coming, the mark of the beast is being imposed on us. Man, look, the devil finna be shown. It ain't gonna be no more two-facedness. Like, you gonna show exactly who you are in that day. Cause look, the worst thing you can do to a Negro, no belief, is acting like he have belief. Take his plate away from him. Take them car keys, take them lights, and take that water. Yeah, all right. We gonna see what you about. That's what they do in the CIA. That's how they torture you. I'm not gonna beat you up all day. I'm gonna starve you for a couple days, and I'm gonna come back and we gonna talk about what I need you to tell me. Nigga, you get in there and they be like, I'm gonna tell you everything. I'm home. That's why we gotta overcome these lustly things. Notice, angels don't eat human food. Why is that? Certain type of mind state. Didn't God say we don't live off of water and bread alone? But by what? Every word of what? Alright. Didn't Christ say he was going to give us everlasting water? So why are we so attached to this physical water and this physical food? To sustain this physical body that's going to die anyway? Look, this body is destined for flames. Not the glorified body, but look, if you heard and all this stuff going down, I mean, look, most of us gonna be casualties of war. It said he's gonna pour out a vessel, and every living soul that was in the sea, 2/3 is gonna die. Most likely, somebody's gonna be a part of that casualty. I mean, I'm thinking they gonna come get me. As soon as it start cracking, they come to get us. We might be a part of her soul. But hey, it is what it is. Good run, we ready. Good race, we ready. Y'all.
Come on. Hey, but notice it says the habitation or dwelling place of not devils. What it is. The sea. Trip off that too. Get that out your mind. You know, Wally Cleaver. You know, Diddy do neighbor. Get that out your mind. You stay. You are nose deep. Your dwelling places in the midst of devils.
Man, and it's controlled by a wolf pack. Look, that fool run out. I'm telling you, look, all these thugs we see now and all these so-called gangsters, let that food run out and you got food at your crib. Yeah, alright. Negroes running up in your crib. It's gonna be, look, your brother, your friend, it's gonna be some crazy stuff, man. Lovers of the
Hey, they showed you that in the movies, Purge. Purge. That ain't even put the movies out there for that. That one that came out last year, election year and all that. They showed you, man. An animalistic nature. Allow me to purge.
Allow me,
Allow me is my God. Is my God-given right. The new Republic of America. I have the right to purge. Lay up in your spot, man. You know, the haves versus the have-nots. But again, the habitation of the devils. What else you say,
And the whole of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
That's what happens. Every hateful and unclean bird, we are eating them, out there eating them. Every foul spirit, like everything about this place is just a nesting place for devils. You can come here, you can eat what you want. You don't have to follow no dietary law. You can come here, you can worship who you want. You can come here and do whatever you want to do. Don't be on the side of on the law side. You can kill a nigga, get away with it. Where's so much injustice? Like, what place is this talking about? This is talking about America KKK. And destruction is coming to her fast. We see.
It says the hold of every foul spirit.
Hold of every foul spirit. Yeah, hold. This is a holding place.
The holding place of every foul spirit.
Man.
You can't get around it. Bath salts and all that. Getting shot naked. Running head first in the windshields. OD on this heroin epidemic is sweeping not only St. Louis but the nation. The heroin epidemic. I've lost 3 close, not family but friends in the past 2 months. Heroin OD. You feel me? Like it's out here, man. The hold of every foul spirit. That's where you at. Not in Wonderland. You live in the hold of every foul spirit. The habitation of devils.
Every day you watch the news, you be like, how in the hell could you even think to do wickedness like that? I'm telling you, when I seen that about that woman and that man that was sharing sexual relationships with a horse, that blew my mind. I seen a man that was in love with his car. He actually put his thing inside his tailpipe of his car. You seen that? Man, that blew my. Daniel talking about it. He seen it too. Man, that blew my mind. He was kissing it. He was rubbing it. And look. Not only do we have sex with his car, he called his car he. So he's a homosexual car. That's the weirdest. I never seen nothing like that. He was inside his car when he was talking about it, and they was like, how did you get warmed up? How did you get pleasure from it? He sat down, he said, sometimes I just grab on the steering wheel and I give her a little smack. He's smacking the steering wheel, and like, in his eyes, you can see he's pleasured by this. And he said late nights he drive up to a cliff, and he do his thing with his car.
The hold of every foul spirit, and he got a legion of foul spirits in it.
I've never seen nothing like it in my life, man.
You better not ever ask to borrow his car. All type of DNA. Well, these folks get her done.
Book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacy.
You see that? And look, why you think we so much into this debt? Everybody own a piece of this. This is the only place you can come to and get on it. They got so many government bailout plans. You can get an Indian to come up here right now and get all these shops. The Chinese can come set up a what you call them? What you call them little hair things? Beauty salon, nail salon, chop suey. Africans come over here. They got all kinds of stuff cracking off. You know what I'm saying? So this is the only place that all the merchants can come from anywhere in the world and come up at. Now look, when this place go down, how do you think they gonna feel? They gonna be one of the ones crying. It's like, oh, Babylon, why? Why? Just like a lot of these Hebrew Israelites that don't know who they are. Why? Because a lot of people are attached to this place, but they don't know the wicked plots and schemes that's behind this place.
They don't got no, at that point, they ain't got no more Negroes to sell them to.
Exactly.
You the #1 consumer, but don't produce nothing.
Yeah. Right.
You the delicacies everybody pouring into the country to get a shop in your hood.
Yeah.
You feel me? You the one buying everything. But don't own nothing, don't produce nothing as small as a toothpick. You see what I'm saying? They need you to buy everything that they selling. You're the merchandise. Well, you buying their merchandise. You understand? They the merchant, and they know you ain't even gotta be no cold salesman to sell them nothing. All you gotta do is smell like some chicken. You feel me? They coming to buy the deal. Build that corner store right there on the corner. Everybody in a 3-10 block radius gonna be up in that deal.
Burn some chicken
in every day.
Put some sugar in it, make it flashy with colors.
some liquor, some chicken.
Oh man, they there.
Some blunt wraps. You in the business. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, and just a kick to let you know that all who is children of Israel, ain't no Mexican come over and get nothing, or no black British dude come over in America and get nothing. But all the real Africans.
Yeah, come over and set up shop. Set up shop.
That's the difference, right? Chili or something, they can't get nothing, they come over.
Yeah, you're right.
Real African.
Yeah, come over and come
so-called claim to be that and get something.
Yeah,
that lets you know who really is.
Anybody, Abraham, all
everybody but us. Yeah, all the Gentiles. Yeah.
Palestinians. I thought the Palestinians was enemies of the United States. They all over here, they own all the gas stations.
Got all the docks in the middle of
the Syrians, I thought, you know, the Syrians and ISIS and all that. Man, they up right up in this deal. They can care less about going home. Go ahead, bro. Who? Well, some say Japan, but you know, some say there are a few folks that's in the Mideast today. On the scriptures I seen, I'm saying like somebody told you, what scriptures would you bring out? Like what scriptures would you use to prove that China and Japan?
No,
I know, I'm saying, like I'm asking you, like you just said Moab is China, right? I am and Moab. I'm just doing this to sharpen you. If somebody would say, what scriptures would you show them to say they were Japan and China? You know it? Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. It's something in Ezekiel 25, y'all can write that down. They talk about how Ammon and Moab was delivered to the far east. You dig? That's the only scripture I've never seen outside of some folks saying because Lot called his daughters and they came out looking like Down syndrome, slant eyes and all that. How they only grow so tall, you feel me? But outside of that, I mean, I ain't seen no specific like scripture on it. Like we can go to Deuteronomy 28, we the Israelites. Go to Genesis 25, show what Esau is. You feel me? So I'm saying you're gonna run into folks saying Moab and Ammon is China and Japan. That's what you're gonna run into. But when if they was to ask you to show me scriptura, only scriptures I've seen is Ezekiel the 25th chapter. Talk about how they was delivered to the far east. That's it. You understand? So that's something else. I thought somebody had a hand over there. Come on, let's finish it off. Get it done.
We're in verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sin.
So he's saying, look, get away from her. So if he say come out of her, that means he already knew that you was locked into the bridge. You in the matrix. He's like, look, come out from her, my people. He's calling his people Israel. Get away from up under his oil. Come on.
And that ye receive not of her plague.
And her plagues, because what's coming? Destruction, fire, plagues, cups full of woes. Like you don't want to be a part of that. Hey, you better get away from up under her. What's up, bro?
Just for the sake of time, 2 Corinthians 6 and 17.
Yeah, most definitely.
Right there. Touch not the unclean thing, be ye separate. That's how you come out from among them. Notice right there in that verse, it also said that you be not partakers of her sins. So you stop doing what she's doing against God. That's how you come about. Other than that, you're going to be looking for some secret spot on the planet.
And there is.
But it ain't.
There's no such thing as off the grid. Everything is on the grid. Ain't no such thing.
But that was a good point. Y'all heard that 2 Corinthians 6, 17? It lets you know how to come about it. By being separate, you feel me? Be a son or daughter of God. And not stop trying to be like a Gentile. And touch not the unclean thing. Meaning stop worshiping what he's doing. Stop dressing like him. Stop talking like him. Stop doing anything he's doing. Stop doing it.
Right.
That's how you come about a Babylon.
And that's how you break this system.
Yeah.
Come on.
Verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven.
Now, how much sin is that? Her sins have reached to heaven. That sounds like the Tower of Babel. When they built the Tower of Sin to reach to heaven, don't it? Now, ain't it crazy how she mimicked Babylon? Her sin have reached to heaven. Yeah, that's some stanky sin right there.
That's what they
trickled up to the heavens.
And that's what they said when they built Babel, let's make a name for ourselves.
Yeah, let's make a name for ourselves, yeah. And America, this boy done did.
So we done tracked down Babylon then. That was called the Tower of Babel.
Yeah, the Tower of Babel.
Which means confusion. And look, they always trying to be united then too.
Yeah.
How about we all come together, work together, and be united against God? That's the same mission they doing today.
Same exact mission.
What you think the mission is in the United Nations? Make the world more disciples of Christ. That's not the mission. That's about, you don't care nothing about your black Messiah. They care less. They ain't up in the EU, you know, precepts. Give me some revelations. Give me some proverbs. They ain't their times enough demons and devils. And practicing their dog whistle politics on how they gonna subjugate you more and more. That's it.
And how they gonna kill you off.
They ain't running around this deal holding hands, trying to, you know, see how they can be more like Christ or like the Messiah. That's not what's going on in these government institutions. They hell bent on doing what? Serving their master.
That's what it is.
Which ain't our master.
And they do theirs well, but we suck at all. What's up with that?
Come on, Hebrew, let's get her done.
And Yah hath remembered her iniquity.
Beautiful.
Reward her even as she rewarded you.
Hear that? So when it comes to the mindset of the Israelite, he ain't about that though. Huh? A Negro can go up in the church and kill all our people, and we actually forgive them before they even apologize. I mean, a heathen go up in the church and kill our people, and we forgive them before they even apologize. Just like what happened about that video. That black cop that killed that white man. Man, you should have seen all the Negroes on the comment board. All praying for your family. Like, hold on, how many of these heathens done killed? You know what I'm saying? What you mean, pray for his family? Huh? Recompense. What goes around comes around. I ain't messed up about it. Alright? It's good. It's more than stuff.
They just had a heathen get off in the news for making sexual advances at African American 14-year-olds.
You know what I'm saying?
Just
come on.
No type of nothing.
Verse 6 again. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her work.
You hear that? So double. Whatever she put out, she getting back double. And she done did a lot of damage, and a lot of killing, a lot of lying, a lot of stealing, a lot of destroying, a lot of mental manipulation. Double that coming back on her. Come on.
In the cup which she had filled, fill to her double.
You hear that? Give her wrath double. She got so much wrath, it's spilling over. She's going down, and she's going down quick. Come on.
How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much.
Wow. Live deliciously. Wow. Come on, Hebrew.
So much torment and sorrow give her.
You hear that? Give her for all that deliciously living she's been living. Look, double her recompense. Give it double to her. Take it all. Hit her where it hurts. And we know where it hurts her at? Take away her money. Take away her money and burn it. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? It's going to get burned. Look, the only way we can come out from under this beast, it has to be supernatural. War is promised. Supernatural war has to happen. Otherwise, this is going to continue. There won't be no more Hebrews. We'll be extinct messing around with these beasts. They're killing us through food, social media, all radiation, water. I mean, come on, man. Come on, Hebrew.
For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
She's a shameless woman. You know what scripture called a shameless woman? She's a female dog. Yeah. This hoe is a female dog. Yeah. Come on.
Therefore,
look up this real quick. Notice it says, I sit a queen and am no widow and shall see no sorrow. In America's mind, or in Babylon's mind, period, it can never be repaid for the crimes that it's done. Like, if you just take a stroll, like if you in Tyler Road Park or Forest Park, whatever, you might see a whole bunch of, you know, these Gentiles relaxing, chilling, completely oblivious to the judgment that's coming. Like in their mind, they can't even fathom that this place has to answer double for what it has done. You know you see what I'm saying? Like in their mind, we the most powerful military on the earth. What do you mean? Who gonna flex?
Man, Mally was at Lulu's, man. We was seeing all these heathens, man. They was just high-fiving. Even they walk is different. They walk with their head high. It's like your ancestors got over and the recompense coming. They did not see that.
They're completely oblivious to it.
They don't, man. It's crazy, man. They don't.
But I mean, okay, I just gotta say that, but at the same time, we put the dude on the cross. We did this. Let's not never take away.
Hey, look, look, we did that and went through the worst what known to mankind.
The same.
What we going through now?
Right. We going through it now.
Yeah, so like even when you get to the book of Jeremiah, right? Jeremiah cussed Israel out for the majority of his book. Like it's one of the first chapters, right?
You got to. We talk about
let me finish. But the last 6 chapters, he getting on every Gentile nation on the planet. So, I mean, we get on wickedness across the board. This is about Babylon. This ain't about the niggas that put Christ on the cross. This right is about Babylon. That's what we talking about right here. What we going through now, we're paying for what they happened 2,000 years ago. That's all we talking. We go across the board with it. You did. Again, Jeremiah cussed Israel out. Majority of his book. The last 6 chapters, he got on Edom, he got on Moab, he got on Ammon. He got on everybody. You feel me? So that's just what it is. Revelation 18 ain't about the niggas. It's about the heathen.
What he said earlier.
It's about Babylon. You feel me? Right. Come on, you let's get it.
We talking about the destruction of this heathen.
Yeah. Come on, you
We're in verse 8. Yeah. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day.
Yeah.
Death and mourning and famine. And she shall be utterly burned with fire.
So death, famine, and mourning, she shall be utterly burned with fire. Fire after purges, fire is coming. So y'all want keys to this burning house? Who want keys to this burning house? You want them, y'all?
Sick person.
Yeah, a sick person, yeah. Right. Come on.
For strong is the Most High Yah, who judges earth. And the kings of the earth, who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her, shall bewail her and lament for her.
They're gonna cry. They're gonna be like, man, my baby, my horse is dead. Right. My horse. You remember she brought in all the currency. She didn't want to make them kings and made them great. They horse dead. Man. Yeah, so they're gonna be crying while we rejoice. I'm gonna be like, Babylon is falling. Hallelujah. They're gonna be crying. Come on.
I don't know now. What's up, bro?
It's a big thing. Psalm 49:11.
Yeah, the houses.
Every thought is that their houses shall continue forever. And dwelling places to all generations. They call their land after their own name.
See that thought? They think that this was going to last forever, which is insane because what kingdom in the annals of world history is lasted forever?
None. Not one.
So if in Babylon's mind is that I sit a queen, none gonna make me answer. I'm not a widow. I'm gonna rule forever. It lets you know it's a pompous spirit. It's a spirit of the devil, and it has to come down. They even make a secret. You understand? If you think you're gonna rule forever, then your kingdom will be compared to the kingdom of Christ. That's right. Which is gonna rule forever.
They drunk.
All right, come on,
You know, even when we read back here, and like I say, ain't none right. But more so, any one of these Babylonian captivities we see in dispensation of time, whenever they had Israelite slaves, these are not the world powers over. But we still carry the same signal of those Babylonian captivities. The same spirit. So when you just read in Revelation 17, you know what I'm saying? It said 7.
I got it from the book. 5
will fall. You already put the key in.
Yeah, I got the book. 5 will fall.
There you go. Yep, Syria.
1 is Rome, 1 is yet to come, unsafe authority, 8th kingdom,
I didn't know that.
Antichrist, 10 kings, 10 Commonwealth nations, European Union. Yeah, we on.
And that's why he said that mystery Babylon and Egypt and start bringing in everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, and these are your modern day United Nations. Come on,
I break it down.
Verse 9 again. And the kings of the earth, who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her, shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
They're standing afar off, and that destruction was real.
Yeah.
Straight up, come on.
Y'all making money, y'all heard. Biggest wire transfers in the world come through New York City every morning. Stock exchange. Y'all think it's a game, watch this movie, I'm putting up here called The Wizard of Lies. Wizard of Lies, about Bernie Madoff. Oh man. Y'all need to watch that when y'all get a chance. It's on the Fire Stick too. And you see how heathens go away. All bets is off the table when that money didn't get away. All bets is off the table, I'm telling you. They get to hanging themselves, all type of stuff, man. The Wizard of Lies. It's about Bernie Mac. Robert De Niro played Bernie Madoff.
Verse 11. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore.
Yeah, that's basically you. Like think about it. You the one that's buying all the merchandise. America don't produce nothing. What does America produce besides a few cars and some refined gas? What's made in America? Negro. Exactly. The Negro was made in America. The Negro and his mindset. But America is not on top of the world in exports. Nobody buying nothing from America. You feel me? But America possesses a whole somebody. Some people that will buy whatever you bring in this business. The slaves. Yeah. You see? So when the merchants can't sell the merchandise to you no more, because you've been redeemed, guess what? You can hit their pockets. It's a wrap.
Once you take that money, more people, they weep.
It's a wrap.
The way to take down the heathen is to take their money.
Yeah.
That's why Malachi keeps saying the best way to overcome the oppression, keep the commandments, stop dealing with it. Like, why is you buying and shopping with them? Shop with each other. That's the best way to make the system fall. But we not gonna do that. So God's gonna come get us up out of here. Because the Negro is not collectively gonna come together and do it. It's just what it is. Because in our mind, subconscious mind, we have been trained to love the white man. This is what we love the system. But let me quit saying we, I'm not a part of this.
That's right.
They love the system.
That's right.
You know, I sent out on July 16th thing. This is old. We started doing the economics and stuff. In 1954, they had a whole little video thing where they did the secret of selling to the Negro.
Yeah.
They studied it.
I'm just talking about that. They do it through messaging, they do it through colors and all that.
And then the class going to this number I texted.
Verse 12.
Every nation has what's called a think tank. They got groups of people that get together and they study you. You feel me? There's no coincidence there's a Popeye's chicken at a liquor store on every corner. And a whorehouse called a church. No coincidence. That's not there by accident. You understand? It's the figment of somebody else's mind. It's a construct. Look, do it like this and do it like this. They gonna flood it. How do they know? Because you've been studying. You can't rule over nobody without studying.
Simple equation. Man.
Yeah.
That's how they knew to hang you from trees. Because they knew you was cursed, man.
Come on, let's get it.
Verse 12. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen.
They go by all that bling bling. Come on.
And purple and silk and scarlet and all fine wood and all manner vessels of iron and all manner vessels of most precious wool and of brass and iron and marble and cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men.
Slaves
and souls of men.
Who's that talking about? Sound like us, don't it? The souls of men. Because without the slaves, America would be built. And without the slaves, they wouldn't have no money because we the ones consuming.
Man, every great empire needed slaves. They build up their status. Just so happy you're the Hebrew, working hard like a Hebrew slave. You said your whole life. Working hard like a Hebrew slave. I started. Don't no white Jews say that. No. That's you that say I'm working hard like a Hebrew slave. Because that's who you are. Come on, Hebrews.
Verse 14. And the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee. And all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee. And thou shalt find them no more at all.
This is beautiful. Come on.
The merchants of these things, which were made rich by her, shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment.
Notice they keep saying to stand afar off, though. They're standing afar off crying. Because destruction came. They like, look, we ain't going back over there, but man, we gonna miss that money we got from them people. Come on.
Weeping and wailing and saying, alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. For in 1 hour, so great riches is come to naught. And every shipmaster.
So no more transporting over the waters. Come on.
And all the company in ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea, stood afar off.
No more trade by sea. He's gonna stop all currency, all trading, all goods, all ports. He's stopping everything. Notice it says, how did this happen so fast? Remember, she was destroyed in 1 day. What type of hour? One day, 1 hour? What type of nuclear madness is this? It's gonna be some supernatural destruction. Come on.
1 day. And cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city, wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea, by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour is she made desolate.
See how I keep saying it? Because it's blowing their mind that in 1 hour, this great city that's been thriving for so long, in 1 hour she made, they like, look, Most High came and put a whooping on this deal. 1 hour. So look, who want to be a part of that though? When that happens? Who want to be spiritually attached to something like that? I don't.
More people than we realize.
Right.
I want to be attached to that Exodus.
Yeah. Come on.
Verse 20. Rejoice over her.
You said what?
Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yah hath avenged you on her.
He said we're supposed to be celebrating and rejoicing. So how many Negroes might have lip poked out because America's fall? He said you're supposed to be rejoicing. Hallelujah. This devil finally been taken down. Come on. That's sweet Jesus. Come on.
Verse 21. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone, and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down.
No, by peace.
By violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down.
By smooth jazz.
With violence that great city Babylon be thrown down.
Yeah, it's going down by violence, and it's going to be a beautiful day for the apostles and prophets and the chosen elect of God. All praise.
And shall be found no more at all.
So it's going to look like a city of Atlanta. Lost city of Atlanta.
City of Atlanta.
This deal is going down. Yes, the very shores that we stand on right now, it's not going to be here no more. So why have the keys to this burning house? I mean, we see that this is a burning house now, right? So who signed the leasing contract to this deal? It's your hell ain't deep. It's you, your head? You want this? You want to partake in it?
Verse 22. And the voice of harpers and musicians and of pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in thee.
That's gone. Ain't nothing to celebrate for the wicked. Everything underwater. You can't hear nothing. This is done. So look, it's going to be destroyed by fire and then put out by water, and you will see it no more. Man, that sounds like the lost city. Come on.
And no craftsman of whatsoever craft he be shall be found anymore in thee.
So your jobs, you know, your 9 to 5s, which is paying to keep your car no paid and the lights on.
I said the union.
Ain't gonna be no more union, ain't gonna be no more lights, ain't gonna be no more cars, ain't gonna be no couch you can sit on, no more TVs. No more none of that. It's going underwater after it gets stirred with fire. So all this you put all your attention in, all your focus on, soon here to come ain't gonna even be here no more. So why do you have the keys to this burning house? Like, what is there to be proud of? Oh, you got you a new car and a crib with a couple of degrees? Negro, who cares? You ain't gonna have none of that, son. None of it. So why are you putting 100% of your family into that? Not saying don't take care of your family. You gotta take care of your family. But look, you putting too much into it. You giving this heathen too much of you. This ain't even finna be here. Huh? It's time to look, start preparing. And the only way to prepare for this is by keeping the commandments and having faith. That's it. Come on.
Let's see. And the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee.
So if the millstone stopped, that means the company stopped. There's no more producing products. Everything stopped. Only thing you ain't gonna even be hearing no mosquitoes no more. Everything dead, desolate, no machines working. Huh? What was that movie? Eli. Yeah, movie Eli. That movie with Will Smith. When he was the only one living. Oh yeah. It was quiet as hell. I am legend. Boy, hey, look, that day is coming. Look, they don't show us this for no reason. Is y'all prepared for that though? Or do y'all want the keys to the burning house?
That movie Pompeii?
Yeah, Pompeii, yeah.
What? Hey, the whole place blew up.
Yeah.
Got flooded by sea.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they show, look, we said, look, the messages in the movies get the picture. Flat out, come on, bro.
Verse 23. And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee. And the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth. For by thy sorceries were all nations deceived.
Now we see anybody that's attached to this world is actually deceived and enticed by sorcery, meaning you are under a spell. Meaning in order to love America, in order to love this system, you have to be cast under a spell. You have a spirit on you. You just read it. That means you're under a delusion. You're in the matrix. You have a spirit on you to love it. So to have the keys to the burning house, meaning you have a spirit on you. Like how the hell can you love something that's gonna have destruction come to it for the wickedness that was upon that did to you? Like it's gonna be recompense for what it has done to you and your ancestors, but you love it. That's an illness. That's sorcery. You are under a spell. You are under an illusion. So while you driving to work smiling with your teeth all right, you know, gonna go do your 10 hours just to pay a $500 car note that you really can't afford. Huh? Like all of this is coming to naught. All of this is going to be destroyed. And you will love with it. You are mentally ill. You are under an illusion. And the Most High is bringing recompense. And if you attach to this world, when this world go away, guess who's going away with it? You.
That's crazy. That's crazy. We glorify each other for how well or how steady we keep up with that record.
Yeah.
Like,
That's crazy.
On the job for 10 years.
Yeah.
Nice car. What if boy show me?
Boy, my nigga, you better slave than me. Nigga, pick up. He was a good slave. He was a good slave.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I've been on the job about 15 years. Right, wow.
That's the mindset. That's what all the mindset is.
Verse 24. And in her was found the blood of prophets.
You hear that? So when she was all destined, the Most High to crack the open, the burnt her, in her was found the blood of the prophets, our ancestors. That's what in her. Remember that cup she had? Drinking all the blood of the martyrs and the prophets?
Yeah.
Huh? Ain't no more of it no more. Ain't no more none of it no more. Meaning the good side comes, righteousness coming, huh? Our day of peace, our day of reckoning have come. This is the day that we're going to be redeemed. Ain't no more slaving no more. Ain't no more getting killed, castrated, hung by trees, mistreated. Ain't none of that going to happen no more. Why not talk about that and be a part of that? I want the keys to that house. Hell, I want the keys to the burning house. That don't even make sense. Come on.
And in her was found the blood of prophets and of saints and of all that were slain upon the earth.
So look, the thing we trying to hear is Babylon the Great has fallen. Has fallen.
Verse 19, chapter 19, verse 1. And after these things I heard a great voice of much people in heaven, saying, Alleluia! Alleluia! Salvation and glory and honor and power unto the Most High or Elohim. For true and righteous are his judgments.
That's right.
For he hath judged the great whore.
You hear that? He had finally judged his hope. He like, This whole lot of
which did corrupt the earth with her fornication, and hath avenged the blood of his servants at her hand.
Yes, God.